Qu'est-ce que tu fais,
What's
toi, là?
up?
Hey, mon ami, qu'est-ce que tu fais, là?
What's happening?
Do you speak any other languages?
I do. I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh, what other languages do you speak?
I speak Spanish and a tiny bit of Italian.
Oh, okay. No French.
A little bit of French, like enough to like. I made it through Paris for like a month.
A month?
Yeah, I lived there for a month. Like made it through Paris.
Oh, that's cool. What year were you there?
I was there in 2017.
Oh,
Yeah, 17. Maybe
I was there 99, 2000.
99, 2000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I met Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis on the
Bruce Willis was there?
Champs-Élysées in a club called Barfly. I think I told you this already. I thought there were
he had French
three of
hose on each
three
arm.
of the Spice Girls, but they were not the Spice Girls.
He had
They were
not so
whores.
spicy girls.
The not so spicy girls. No,
That's
they were
extra
spicy,
spicy.
all right. They were just hoary.
Extra
They were
spicy.
hoary. I think that's a new word.
The
Hoary.
hoary girls?
The hoary girls.
It was a hoary night.
It was a
dark and hoary night.
I'm
changing.
I was on fire that last fucking space. I'm telling you,
great.
I'm gonna be fucking shit up all night.
You just come in and just disrupt the fucking space.
Yeah, and good at it.
Totally just take it in a total left-hand direction.
I feel bad for Acid, man.
Bro.
He honestly, his spaces usually go on like very intelligent type
Acid loved it.
conversations.
Acid was fucking dying the entire time.
Yeah. And honestly, because of the making people laugh and they're all throwing emojis and shit, it changed the whole fucking who was coming into the space.
Yeah. Right? It changes the energy of the space too.
There was like there was like 60, 70 people in there.
Yeah, space.
Yeah.
The funny thing is,
it was only like 20
just talk to each other
when I got in there.
Yeah, they just talk to each other. It's like you need an audience too. It can't just be a bunch of musicians in the room. That's called an open mic. You know what I mean? You need people who aren't musicians there to be like, oh, that was good or that wasn't good. Because musicians have a totally different, like, it's almost like musicians' opinion on a song is like invalid in my opinion. Because I'm like, you're a musician, it doesn't matter. I need to like hear from someone who doesn't play music. Like, do they get it? You know?
Yeah.
Because like I get you're a composer, you understand what I'm doing, but it's like I'm not writing for other composers. You know?
Right. Yeah, because they're not going to buy shit.
Exactly.
So that's why I hate pitching in spaces, because we're pitching to people that have their own NFT collection. They're not going to buy your shit. Exactly. So why waste your fucking time? But it's different when you're in Clubhouse because they're actual investors of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I was talking to a friend and he was like, "Yeah, Clubhouse kind of died." He was like, the people like
didn't. I don't know what a lot of people say that, man.
Well, because he was there during like the peak of it. He was there during the peak of it, but like I was like, I thought about it, and he made me realize like he was like, yeah, like the people just like everyone started to get in, and then it was like not fun anymore, and like because like the guy who was telling me that, like he was telling me he hangs with a lot of elitists, so I was like, yeah, I bet the fucking elitists weren't happy, but then I realized like Clubhouse was an elitist app in principle. Because you literally had to invite. It's like it's like a secret society you had to like invite people into.
Right.
So like they got pissed when like too many people got invites, and it's like what like the riffraff came in. Just say the riffraff. Fucking say the riffraff. Let's call things what they are. You're classist. You know what I mean? You guys are like we were here first. So like they don't even fuck with spaces right now because they're like they consider us like the unwashed masses.
Yeah, this is true.
Couldn't even like be on Clubhouse like civilized individuals.
I was doing I was pitching in one of these spaces, and this woman by the name of Jennifer English is a broadcast host of a show called Food, Wine, and NFTs. And like when she does the show, there's like thousands of fucking people in there.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And so she contacts me after hearing my pitch in the space. And she was on my team for a while until I introduced her to another project in which the artist fucking screwed everybody over. And then, of course, now she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Not that she thinks it's my fault, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like went through that together, and now it's like...
Yeah, exactly. So if you do go to Clubhouse, look up Jennifer English. She'd be a good contact to have.
Sounds familiar.
But don't tell her you know me.
That's all. Of course. Yeah. I don't tell anyone I know you.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey.
Wait a minute.
I meant know you like in the biblical sense.
The biblical sense? What the fuck does that mean?
You know, like she knew many men.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, she's an American.
that was biblical for she's a how.
No,
She
she's
was a
not.
whore.
She's an.
She's a
Oh,
whore, Charlie.
dude, this is a
Charlie.
recorded space. Never
What's that?
mind. I was not gonna say what I was gonna say. She's a good person. That's what I was gonna say.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
I'm writing the promotional tweet right now. Anything you want me to add?
A link to my pin tweet, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's for the space. It says learn how to sell, be the music 111, and I are dropping Epic Alpha on how to launch and market your project. Um,
Do we really want to like teach people stuff?
do we
Like,
really want to like give them like any kind
yeah,
of help or information?
seriously. I
You
don't
know
know.
how it's like you can't in an hour and a half show you can't get into that
No.
many things. So it's like to really like get a benefit of it, someone would have to listen to like 20 shows.
Yeah, and
So
honestly,
it's
I'm
fun.
thinking we should have went with the, what did we say in the DM thing? Expert advice. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I think we should have went with my suggestion, which was,
shut the
uh,
fuck up and listen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, we can always. That's the great thing about spaces. You can change the
The title
format
every
at any
once in a
point.
while. Okay, we'll go half an hour, 45 minutes with this, and then we'll do the other.
Change, yeah, you can change it once
We'll
people come
change
in.
it up.
Then when they're not listening, we'll just change.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
So
Come stop by.
did you tweet this out
I'm about
already?
to tweet it out. No, I tweeted that out. No, I'm about to tweet this out right now. At a launch market project, come by, stop by, and uh, pick our brains.
3 years of hard work. Oh yeah, this one.
Well,
Why
it's
I
good.
always fucking click like on your thing? How come you do keep changing your pin tweet?
No, it's always my same pin tweet.
Well then why doesn't my
Your
like
likes don't stick on my
uh,
Jesus Angel Christ thing.
no my retweet thing still shows there because it's highlighted, but my like was not laid
Could
up.
have decided you no longer like my content.
I guess so. I
They were
just
like,
re-clicked
nope.
it now.
They were like, no, you will not.
Patch Bay labels be like, oh yeah, we
So
left
funny.
your royalties in the backyard and forgot to close the gate. They got out, but it's okay. We'll leave food out and I'll let you know they'll return. That's funny.
Just
I
read
didn't,
that.
man. I saw her video. I thought she was like uh, you know, closer to our age.
Isn't
She's
she?
young.
How old is she? How old is she?
I don't know. Did you not watch her fucking music video?
I mean, she's just like tiny Indonesian girl, so she looks small.
Well, she looks like
She might
20,
be 70.
25-ish. She may be 70.
You don't fucking know, dude. Asian women like are like
No,
look
I
like
know.
gorgeous until they're
Yeah.
like 65, then suddenly they're like an old woman. But like the day before that, like 64 years old, they're like still like look like 20, and then suddenly it's like old Asian woman.
They oxidization.
Dude, it's like overnight.
Yeah.
It's like cocooning process. Shell breaks, and an old Asian woman steps out. Any other hashtags I should throw in here?
They
Is it
take their
NFT?
last family picture when they're like
Yeah.
34
It's like
years
bye.
old and 11 months.
And the next week, it's like who's grandma? Some person.
Yes.
Like one single white streak comes in, and then it's like it is time, and they walk off into the woods, and they come back with like a green visor. They come back with like the bright green visor on. Any other hashtags I should add? NFT, WagMe, blockchain, marketing, news, Web3,
You
music.
got music NFT?
Got music in there.
Or check NFT community. They usually are a trending hashtag.
Good call. This is part of it too. That's why I'm doing this on the show, because I'm like, this is part of your marketing.
Yeah.
Like, people don't do this. I was like, community. People
Well,
don't do
people
this.
don't usually throw up a space seconds before they go on either.
People also don't do that. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Except
also like
Josie. Except Josie.
yeah,
That dude can throw up a space in a second and pack the place. I don't know how, but he does.
they
I don't
can.
know what it is with that guy. I'm gonna fucking DM him the space. Maybe he'll quit bugging me about it. Oh, there's our. Oh man, that's cool. That's a cool pick.
Which pick?
The person that just joined.
Just open tweet out right now.
Ah,
I
Lucidio.
said, come stop by and pick our brains while you still can.
I sent them a mic already.
Hello, you could call me Lou.
Mike Cannon. What's up, Lucidio?
I'm okay. I'm just here chilling.
We can call you what, Lucy, you said?
What was that?
What can we call you?
Lulu.
Lulu, I love it.
Yeah.
Like the pants?
I don't know what,
Like, she's got some
but
lemons to sell you.
so how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Jinx the Coke on you. You owe me Sprite.
I owe him a bunch of Coke now.
so
Allegedly.
So what we're gonna be talking about today?
Well, seeing how you're the first one in, I would go with whatever you'd like expert advice on. Brought to you by Christiano.
Okay. So let's see.
I'm just checking out your artwork and stuff. That is dynamite. I like your GIF here. I think it is. Or is
Wow,
it a
did you
video?
do all this?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm looking at your banner right now. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, the red and blue face or purplish.
What do you paint on? Procreate?
I use Procreate. Right now I'm using Sketchbook because I don't know. I find it really easier. But Procreate is for professional and well done art. I Procreate.
It looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Oh, I like your retweet too of Gravity Sketch. That's pretty neat.
Oh yeah, I've been playing with different apps like Nomad and Gravity Sketch.
How great is Nomad? Nomad changed my life.
I know. Finally somebody else that knows about that because.
Oh no, I'm in love with Nomad, and then I have cinema. I have the Maxon suite, and they just added Z Sculpt. So now I woke up one morning and I had Z Sculpt, and I was like, "What?" And I've been training on Nomad for like a year, and I was like, "Wait, so I get like the big boy program now for free?"
Yeah, that's dope.
Dude, I know. So now I'm like thinking about just jumping into ZBrush, into Z Sculpt, ZBrush. But Nomad's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I was so surprised that that app like changed a lot of things.
So you just got into 3D modeling, like was it the same reason that I did, kind of like to be able to build the metaverse?
Yeah, and I'm trying to help a friend, I'm not really savvy with the 3D world, so I'm learning because I know for sure that I want to do something with that in the near future. Right now, I'm just playing around with tools, learning and reading a lot and, doing all the research I can about it.
May I offer you a free space in which to practice in?
What was that?
Said, can I offer you a space to practice in or do whatever you want with it? Long term, if you want. Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Cool. So the metaverse in which I am playing in is a virtual reality space as well as an augmented reality space. And I am currently chewing on my microphone for some reason. Why is it coming in that bad?
It's not coming in bad.
No? Oh, it sounded bad to me. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so OVR, metaverse. I got a ton of virtual reality real estate there, and I'd be more than happy to upload whatever you want to try and build in there and see how it all works, or at least, as an introduction with no cost for you to learn in.
Yeah, that's be awesome. I'm
Sure.
thankful. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You definitely got some talent here. I want to see what you would do.
Yeah, that's what Brad and I do. Brad and I just like anything we can offer, we offer it to people. But like, there's like an entry process where you have to have talent. There's this like whole thing called like we have to like just look at your stuff and be like, okay, you have talent, and then you get to come in. It's like people are like, what's the catch? I'm like, the catch is you have to be good. It's like giving out free shit to fucking people. You have to like, I got to be like, okay, I'm gonna get something back later because this person's awesome and they're gonna blow up.
That was funny.
Because like I always just like to be honest. Like I try to be as charitable. I'm a very charitable person and I give all my time to people. But like I try to tell them, like, I'm also a human. I'm like, I'm investing in people, and this is how I do it. If I had money, I would give it. If I had, time, I would give it. If I had marketing advice, I would give it. So whatever I have, I give. And Brad has land in most of Australia, so
Brad
owns most of Australia.
Your rooms, and I like the way that you're like blunt like that, but it's not offensive either. It's like you're just saying what your thoughts. You're not like sugarcoating it, and I like that.
Well, that's good to
hear.
Because
we're comedians.
I don't know how to be anything other than myself. I've tried, and it's just I always slip up and end up slipping back into me, and then it's so.
And I'm a diabetic, so I don't like sugarcoating stuff.
You know what I mean? It's just like it's so much easier to like go about life like as yourself, and then rather than because I did it last time, and I was like, I'm gonna be this guy. I was like 25 and like running a $2 million studio like ad agency, and working with all these freaking giant brands and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm an adult and I'm this and I'm professional. I don't ever make jokes, and you know what I mean, and like crack some jokes in the call, but don't be like dirty. And then like Vine came about, and I was just like, fuck it. If I destroy my career, because I just want to be myself. And so I just started making the jokes I wanted to make, and being the way I wanted to be funny, and it didn't lose me followers. It did the opposite.
That's because I didn't know you then, man.
Yeah. If I had known you, it would have lost me followers.
Next level.
You would have started the cancellation campaign on me.
Yeah, but with love.
With love, lovingly. Let's cancel this guy.
Yeah. And
let's lovingly make sure he never works again.
Well, at least not in the area you were in.
There.
There.
Would have been a blessing. The funny thing is, the area I was in is the same people. I came back to this Web3 space, and it's like all the same people from the Silicon Beach festivals and all the Silicon Beach.
Oh, really?
Same people, yeah. So funny.
I mentioned Chris because I saw you hosting this space, and I know you always say a lot of awesome stuff. The 9th of June, I'm gonna be hosting a space, and I'm gonna have a special co-host that's been working with Netflix, with all these really, how you call this? I mix my Spanish and English all the time. I'm sorry.
I speak Spanish and English, so if you ever need to slip into one or the other, I can help.
Okay, so he has worked with Netflix, Blizzard. He's just finished a project with PlayStation and D. And I was wondering if you wanted to participate, because I'm only selecting a few people to ask them questions. And I don't want to just put any random person up there.
No, I'll put it on my calendar. You said June 9th?
Yep, June 9th.
What time?
Where are you?
I'm in LA. Pacific time.
Okay.
Specific. He's specific.
Okay.
Specific time.
Yeah. Okay, because I wanna put it. Well, it's gonna be 6:20 over here, and I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay, 6:20 a.m. or p.m.
Do you know Dracula?
That's gonna be it's gonna be 3 for me. That's fine.
Oh Lord. Oh wow. Maybe I should go there.
What's that?
You think you can make it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay, sweetie.
What's the name of the space?
It's gonna be. I'm still thinking about a good name for it.
Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that.
Homie, don't play that.
Yeah. That'd be a good space.
Nice.
Interview. Yeah. Do you know the guy's name so I can look him up a little bit for some questions?
Oh yeah, definitely. Let me send. I'm gonna pin up his face
because that's my whole thing. Like even Lulu, one of my secrets even in life is like I always do background research. If I'm going to a party, like in the Uber on the way to the party. I know. But if I'm in the Uber on the way to the party, like I'll be researching the person.
You know that show, the from Netflix, the vampire one, the animated vampire. I forgot the name.
Yeah, Castlevania.
Oh.
Castlevania. He designed the castle and everything for that.
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler.
No, that's Transylvania. Transylvania Hotel.
That's Hotel Transylvania.
Let me look him up really quick.
Adam Sandler?
No, that's Hotel Transylvania.
Oh.
Slightly different. Castlevania.
When are we going to start talking about Adam Sandler?
I think you just did. I think we are currently talking about Adam Sandler.
Okay, so moving on.
Okay,
I do not say blah blah blah.
Okay, that's him.
Blah blah blah.
He's gonna be joining me that day.
Jose Vega.
Formula 69. What's
up right now? His bio says principal concept artist at Wizards of the Coast, world building team for Magic the Gathering. Very cool. So he's world building Magic the Gathering right now. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. I call him the Yoda.
So he does visual development work. Wow, his background art's amazing.
Who's Jose Vega?
Oh, that's the guy that I'm gonna have in the 9th of June. I'm gonna have him with me in the space hosting.
That shit's like almost a year old.
What is?
The post.
Hey guys, what's up, Brett? Cristiano, how's it going?
Jose Vega.
Formula 69. What's
up,
right
now? His bio says principal concept artist at Wizards of the Coast, world building team for Magic the Gathering. Very cool. So he's world building Magic the Gathering right now. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. I call him the Yoda.
So he does visual development work. Wow, his background art's amazing.
Who's Jose Vega?
Oh, that's the guy that I'm gonna have in the 9th of June. I'm gonna have him with me in the space hosting.
That shit's like almost a year old.
What is?
The post.
Hey guys, what's up, Brett? Cristiano, how's it going?
What up, buddy?
What's happening?
Not much.
What's going down?
I just need an expert advice. I don't know if I should wear a red tie or a black tie for tonight.
What event?
Hey, you go ahead. You go first, Chris.
What event? What's the event?
Nothing, man. Just gonna be home chilling. I just want to wear a tie, listening to you guys.
Oh, then I'd say always go red power tie. You know?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's the only reason they elected Trump is because of the tie.
Yeah, I'm going to totally disagree and go with the black.
The bigger tie, the better. The black.
They're both expert advice. Chris says the red. I'm saying the black.
The black. Yeah. I'll alternate just for you.
I say choose the red pill, and
throw a strong neon purple tie on. Just show the world you have confidence.
That wasn't an option, John.
It's always an option.
Fuck you guys. Just fuck you guys,
That's
right?
the expert advice, John.
Fuck you.
John's expert advice is always have a bright neon, like magenta tie.
You want to be seen coming and going.
Yeah. No, that is actually some good expert advice. So, expert advice. I need like a little jingle. I'll make it by tomorrow. Expert advice. So the expert advice, peacocking. Peacocking is very important, especially in Los Angeles, especially in the music industry, especially in film industry, any industry you're in. But if you're a performer, influencer, anything, like peacocking is super important. And I was known as the guy that had I would always tie a scarf to my arm. So I would wear like a denim jacket or whatever, like a blazer, and I'd have a scarf tied around my arm. And even just that one little thing.
Depp. You were Johnny Depp.
Yes, Johnny Depp. Like people, like one little thing, people were like, "Damn, like who's this
Johnny
guy?"
Depp that shit in here
because it tells them that like I have the balls to be different and stand out than the rest of the crowd, and everyone else is in a tux, and I'm in like a purple tux. You know what I mean? And like that kind of thing. They're like, "What else is he different about? What else? Maybe he thinks differently." And so everyone's looking for like a good investment. If you're the one that's like,
maybe he's
it gets them interested.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like establishing mystique, and we should do a whole separate,
but it also shows your level
on establishing mystique because that's so important as an artist too.
And it also shows your confidence level in looking like a clown, perhaps.
Hey. You see, if you're a comedian, you're in the right room.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking clown it out.
If you're a comedian, then yeah, you have to be be able to be like, look, I can be outgoing and I can be big.
Right. Exactly. I wasn't saying that in a bad way.
I was watching the Netflix documentary on, it was like the Hall of Fame induction for George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, and Joan Rivers.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
And so it was basically like a mashup of all their best work. And
really?
Joan Rivers came on the scene. She goes, "I'm Joan Rivers, and I put out."
No,
that was her like her catchphrase.
She scares me, man.
She goes, "We all know that this industry is based on casting couches, so I just like to say, I'm Joan Rivers, and I put out."
Oh my gosh,
I gotta love it.
She said it all the way back then. It's like from the 70s. She started saying that.
She's not good looking.
The Me Too movement happening, and everyone being like, "We never would have thought." It's like, you've never heard of Joan Rivers? She made jokes about that for years. She was like, "Ladies." She had a really bad one. She goes.
I think Brad took off.
Brad, she had a really bad joke. She goes, what I should have done. She goes, if I had known what I know now, I would have gone back in time and forced my daughter onto her knees and gotten a carrot and been like, all right, honey, let me teach you some things.
No,
bro, she's like ridiculous.
Oh my God.
But she's unabashed. She was unabashed about it. You know what I mean? That's why she's not around.
Wow.
She was the best, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, she was crazy.
I like her material. I don't like her voice or.
Her voice is awful, darling. It's awful.
Yeah.
But like her material is phenomenal.
Yeah, I do like.
And George Carlin too. Obviously, George Carlin's the goat. He's my favorite comedian.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That guy should have been president, prime minister. He should have been like the New World Order. He should have been
taken it.
Yeah.
You want me to be president? Fuck you.
But see, what the beauty about him was he told the truth and made it funny. At a time when like he raised so much awareness for people and opened so many eyes, but did it in a comedic way.
Yeah, he did it by pointing out how silly things were.
But he never embellished anything. He never made shit up. All his stuff was factual.
Very grounded in realism, and then he would just be silly about it. He'd be like, he'd be like one of my favorite ones is he goes about how they renamed shell shock. He's like it started with shell shock. He's like shell shock, right? He says what it is. Like bomb blew up. You got shell shock. They changed it to battle fatigue. Battle fatigue.
Yeah.
It's a bit more gentle. You're tired. You want to take a nap. Lay down in the hammock. And he's like,
yeah, that's it exactly.
He's like post-traumatic stress disorder. That's where it's where he goes into PTSD.
Yeah,
post-traumatic stress disorder. He's like, there you go. It's a disorder. It's a disease. I'm not fucking crazy. I'm sick.
Yeah, I remember that fucking episode. That was great. That was great.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. I mean, like his thing was on, and I was just like word for word reciting all of his, like, I'm a rude dude, I'm a lean, mean, boom, boom. And my girlfriend was looking at me like, what the fuck is happening right now? I was like, I told you I'm his biggest fan. Like, I've read all of his books, watched all of his stand-ups a billion times. I'm like, like, I have whole bits. I have whole 40 minutes.
I seen him live. He came to Canada in the city I'm in.
Never got to see him.
And I went, it was I don't know, I know I've told this story in the night shift. I don't know, probably you weren't there yet, but
I'd love to hear it. Love him.
So I went with my parents. I was 17 years old. Went with my parents and my girlfriend. And it was great. It started off great. And then a half an hour in, he's like doing his thing, right? And out of nowhere, completely changes the topic and goes, so whatever happened to pussy farts?
Yeah, no one ever talks about it anymore.
And I'm like, oh, pussy no. Farts. And I'm sitting in between my mom and my girlfriend. And I look at my girlfriend.
That one in his back pocket, Brad, if you're being a bad
audience. I'm like looking at my girlfriend first, and it was like that slow head turn, like with the shocked look on my face, the big eyes, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then it was a super extra slow turn backwards, and I'm looking at my mom, and I'm just like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like one of those looks. I was just like, oh, amazing. Fuck. Get me out of here.
Like, and so you were in trouble for like
I lean forward a little bit and I look at my dad, and my dad is just like rubbing his face. He's turning red because he's trying not to laugh.
I'm laughing.
And I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna die here.
I'm gonna die. This is where
I'm like, thanks, George, you motherfucker.
I'm gonna die of embarrassment.
Yeah, exactly.
If you should laugh to the jokes or not, it's like, because then my parents are gonna know that I understand them.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Like, am I in trouble for laughing at this?
I gotta be serious because show them that I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend's like worried because she's like, wait, did I do that? Like, is he laughing at me? That's why he does it. He does it because when the audience, it's like a punishment for not paying attention or laughing hard enough. He's like, that joke didn't laugh hard enough. That's it. I'm going into pussy farts. And then he just goes into it. And then that's why, like, he used it as his opener for his big special when he came back. He'd been gone for like 5 years and just came back, and everyone's waiting for him to say something. He just goes, no one ever talks about anymore. Pussy farts. And like, dude, like, he just, 10-minute applause break to start the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, let's get out of here.
This wasn't that. He went on, he was doing well for a half an hour. Everything's great. And then, boom, he lays down that. And I'm just like, what the fuck fuck just happened here? He ruined my entire night.
Yeah, Brad, I have whole bits written, like 10, 15-minute bits, like comedy stand-up routines that are just like in his voice. You know what I mean? And it's like I perform in my own voice, but they're so hard to not just like do like in his voice because I wrote them like for his voice, you know? You know, because he has like kind of like this voice, and he's like, yeah, it's magical, it's nice.
Yes,
he's such a good performer. Like
if I listen to him in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I can do his voice in that.
So good.
But his comedy stand up, I can't do that voice he does.
Right after Pussy Farts, he goes on to go talk about lip crud, and then he's like fingernails, and he's like, you know, you take it, and you work it off, and you get it off, and then he's like, and you get your fingernail off. He's like, and then what do? You bend it a little, right? He's like, you bend it, you play with it, there's still a little life in it. And then he's like, and then you set it aside on the bedside table to save it for later. But you wake up, and what happens? He's like, they don't bend anymore. They got no give left. Like stuff like that, where he's writing stand-up about like fingernails, and it's like no one's ever done that. He's just like, all right, here's a joke no one's ever written, you know?
Right.
Oh, yeah. He said, here's something no one's ever said. What was it? Oh, fuck. He was like, after I finish blowing this person, I'm gonna shoot myself or something like that. I don't know. It was like, fuck, what was it? I forgot. I just heard it yesterday, so fail on me. We need a soundboard on this stream too.
I'm sorry, I muted myself because I'm brushing my teeth, but I did hear
Perfect.
you.
I want to hear more about Lulu's project. So Lulu, tell me more. Are you selling NFTs?
We could, yeah. There's so many jingles I could write. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Like Metaverse and Metamucil.
They both keep you regular.
Yeah, I am.
Right.
Are you were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was asking you. Could you tell me more about your project? Like, are you selling your art as NFTs or like?
Yeah, I do have a collection already minted, but I haven't been promoting it as I should. It's just like more like a test run until I have my actual. Well, I'm working on another collection.
Is that your pin tweet?
Yes.
The one that you're promoting? Okay. I'm gonna put it up. Awesome. I'll put up that one, and then I'll pin both of them.
There's a new one. I see.
I'll pin both of them.
Got it. I like that. That's the one I like with the mask. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really dope.
Did you see mine, Lulu?
No, I'm going to your page right now.
Yeah, just in the pin tweet, the video. You gotta check that out.
Oh, that looks dope.
It's on sale for 50 ETH.
So Lulu, you started sketching in VR? You said Gravity Sketch?
Not yet. I did something, but it was just playing around with it, and it's just.
You have an Oculus? You've tried it out?
No. I didn't use the VR part, and I just used my tablet. Like you could download it into your tablet and just use it that way as well.
Oh, nice! And it lets you sketch in 3D.
Yep. I did like a lamp. I did a lamp. I did at first, and then I did like a chandelier with a lot of crazy pictures all over it. It was kind of fun playing around.
That's super cool. And so you can just kind of like rotate, and then you keep drawing in like angles. Like you draw in 4 different angles.
Yeah. And I saw somebody do like one of those videos where you could just zoom out and there's a different picture every time.
Oh yeah, those infinite.
Oh, like family, Modern Family.
Yeah, like you could. I noticed you could do that with those too. Like
that's crazy. I saw someone did that as an NFT, and they go screenshot this bitch, and they just start it's zooming out and zooming out and zooming.
Oh shit, that's smart.
There's like 60 pictures, like beautifully painted pictures in that shit, and dude's like, yeah, like right click this. And it's like, fuck, that's right.
That's smart.
He's right. Like the real image is like, yeah, sure, right click the outer image, but like zoom in, you don't even get the real image. Yeah.
I know, it's incredible how these.
It's like infinite resolution.
Yep.
Wow. So cool. Huh.
So you can like basically paint a Doctor Strange thing and then zoom in there and have a character just like falling through a wormhole.
Time lapse it.
Right? Just keep zooming in and then just like.
Yeah, zooming. Like there's two, like you could zoom out and you see another picture, you could zoom in, see another picture, or keep zooming in. Yeah, I saw a guy did that with the Naruto characters. That
Very
was
cool.
really, yeah. And then I saw another one that did it in a desert. Like he did like a theme of Indian Native Americans and cowboy. You know, that era where cowboys and there was like war and stuff. It was really pretty cool.
That's dope. That's so dope.
So I'll send you the stuff in regards to OBR, but unfortunately you'll have to follow me, and then when I DM it to you, you can unfollow me.
He says, unfortunately, you'll have to follow me.
Yeah. Just for like
why is it unfortunate? Why I still following you.
No, you don't want to follow me. It comes with a whole bunch of crazy shit. Trust me.
Well, everybody's
what
crazy
kind of crazy shit?
world.
I'm following you. What did I sign up for?
Exactly. See, you get this kind of crazy shit.
Oh shit! Is there like
it
fine
sticks
print
with
in your
me.
banner?
It just sticks with me. That kind of shit.
I only follow you once a day, man. I follow you once a day.
See, and then you get that kind of stuff. Look, he's Formula 69, like of all numbers.
He's gonna dick pic everybody.
Yeah.
But Fred, like, I just thought of a great idea. What if you put fine print in our banner? Like, you put fine print in my banner, and it's like, by following you agree to, like, and like all this shit. Bro, legally.
A disclaimer.
Legally, yeah, no, like fine print
for your social
in my banner.
Attacks.
Yes, like
for following
really
me.
Small. And then if you follow, you're legally obligated to like mint my NFT and like pay me once a month. And then I go and I like go to people and start like sending them letters of like legal letters.
Be like, "Ayo,
be like,
I'm breaking
did you follow Cristiano on June 5th?
NFTs.
Yeah, June 5th, 2022. Yeah, sorry, no, you're legally obligated to pay him like $50.
Because nobody reads shit.
No one reads the fine print.
Great idea.
And expert advice.
Oh fuck!
You see fine print, read that shit. Even if it's if you're reading a book and it's just like the subtext, you know, go down there and read.
Fuck, that's awesome,
dude. I just thought about it. We should do that.
I am doing that.
Right
after I delete
if Apple can do it, why can't we?
I'm huge.
If Twitter can do it, why can't we? Literally, we're on Twitter and we all signed up for God knows what.
True.
We all accepted the terms and conditions without reading them.
Seriously.
So yeah, right under the Christiano Covino on my banner, it's super small.
What about if you put in your description of your NFTs, if you have read this far, you must buy it.
You are legally obligated.
You're legally obligated to buy it.
Well, you can't compel them but if they do make a purchase, you can compel them, like, you know.
No, we can say every screen that you read this on has facial recognition, so we know how far you've read.
By following me, you agree to give me $50. Failure to do so will result in being blocked and you having to pay damages of like $300.
I'm happy this is a recorded space. These are great ideas.
It's smart.
You're fucking genius.
This is all legal advice, guys.
No.
None of this is legal advice. None of this is financial advice.
Yeah.
None of this is legal advice, but I want to name the stream "None of this is financial advice," and then just give financial advice for an hour. And then just never have to say it because the title of the stream is called "None of this is financial advice."
That's funny.
Yeah, call the stream "Not Financial Advice."
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, we should call this "Not Expert Advice."
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Not legal advice, but that's what we'll do anytime we're changing it to that different. You know, if we're giving legal advice, just we're really quickly big.
That's true.
Not legal advice.
You know, it drives me nuts to see these kinds of things. We got fucking 8 retweets and 9 likes, and yet we only got 3 fucking people in here. 2 people.
Well, the recording doesn't know that. I'm cutting that part out. We have 3 speakers up here.
Yeah, no, but I don't get it. People just be clicking on shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's nice."
I mean, it's nice of them to like and retweet it.
Right? It's like, "Oh, that's nice. I know that guy." Like,
they go, maybe some other people will want to come here.
I think people are addicted to just clicking buttons, and they don't give a shit what it is.
It's like it made a pretty animation when you pressed it.
I like the color pink and green.
Well, this is just to get the first show stood up so we can see, you know, what kind of show it's going to be. And then I'll promote it and we'll do a post.
Basically me insulting stuff and you cleaning it up.
Dude, like I said, it's a hard hour to fight for. This is the beginning of drive time. This is like 7 p.m.
The beginning of the end.
Beginning of drive time radio is 7 p.m. in East Coast right now. So it's like 7:42 now.
Yeah, you think you can bring this to a radio station and people listen to us in cars and stuff?
Oh, 100%. I'm just
Really?
saying, like, we are the radio stations of of Twitter right now, and so like right now it is an aggressive space. Like people are streaming at this time a lot because it's like the end of the daytime and like beginning of prime time.
Right.
So it's like, but that's why I was like, let's go after this time, because I was like, if we get in this time and people start getting used to us being at this time and like there's being something other than just like music radio,
right?
You know,
And
music radio
our
and like a
first
bunch
two
of like
loyal
private
listeners.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But also, dude, like a lot of people watch my replays, and I'm trying to find a way to make like a gallery of like the replays. You know what I mean? Like I'm downloading them all and cutting all the audio and finding the best clips and doing that. They'll be uploading that on Twitter Spaces. So what I do is I find the time code, I like download it, listen to, because you can actually scrub on your computer.
The time code.
I find the time code from the actual like, where I want to clip from, and then I go back to the video, like the playback, on Spaces, and I record my screen. Right, I find that part of the time code, and I just let it play, and it'll leave my phone there.
Is there any relation to Time Cop with the time code?
Yes, Jean-Claude Van Damme used the time code to jump through time and save
now I understand.
In Time Cop.
Okay, gotcha.
That's the connection. Gotcha. The time code. But yeah, that's how I've been doing it. I found like some sick clips of like freestyles and all that stuff, and I'm just like clipping all those. And then I figured like I'll put those on my channel, but I'm going to use that Spaces host account for that. And
that's
like,
cool. Yeah, I'm down.
Drop a bunch, because then I can tag each person who's in it and be like, yeah, this is Patch Bay talking to Brad and Christiano about something, or this is Gilad dropping knowledge.
I'll have my people call Dam, and we'll do lunch with him.
Yeah, I'm about to rehire my editor just to do this.
Dam. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I just call him Dam. He likes
Dam. His name is JCVD, and he can still do the splitties at like fucking 55.
I know, and he's also kind enough to split the bill with you if you take him out.
He will do the splits, and he will do the splits on the bill as well.
Yeah, that's true. He's a nice guy. Yeah,
he splits his pants. So no, I'm just saying, like, I think this could be a good time. It's just about coming and like being consistent, and just that's it. Because people listen to these spaces afterwards, so it's like I want to find a way where they can just go to my account and they can just see them all.
Yeah, I'm good with consistency. It's kind of like when you make batter. You just got to have that right.
You need some good consistency.
Yeah.
Life is like making
batter. I get batter and batter every day.
I love it. So Lulu, what's your main like focus on this? Do you want to sell more NFTs? Like, is there anything specific you need advice on? Because we could totally start giving you actual advice.
Can I give myself like expert advice on this show, or
you give yourself like emotional, like therapeutic advice, like psychological advice?
It's weird though when I'm like pointing my finger at myself.
You go to Jupiter,
and then I realize, oh shit, I got a mirror, and I could just like point straight out and still point at myself.
Guy. That guy didn't do
like,
but he's in a different universe. You don't even know that guy. You never even met him.
Who?
The guy behind the mirror. He's in the mirror dimension. You're not there. You're here. So the one who's fucking
factual
up
facts.
He probably
Those
has
factual facts.
Yeah, he has a great life.
Yeah, man, I didn't realize you were so scientific.
Bro, he has the opposite life of you. Technically, probably. I mean, technically, like his left is your right. Like in that dimension, like they're probably so weirded out at what letters look like for us. You know what I mean?
Yes, but however, when I go to shake my own hand, shit doesn't work out right.
I know, because there's a membrane.
It's like there's
a dimension between you.
You're at the nexus of the universe. Metaverse.
You gotta dive through the mirror like Doctor Strange or Alice.
No, I did that once. Broke the fucking mirror.
It did not work.
Mirrors are expensive.
And you get the bad luck thing. And I have a broken mirror in my living room. I've had great luck since.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Let's let Lulu tell me more about projects.
Jump into mirrors.
I want to hear more about Lulu's artistry.
Me too.
So Lulu, you're getting into 3D painting. What is your goal, and what's your vision on where you see yourself going in the Web3 space?
So actually, working with a team, right? And we want to expand our company, but not just with the NFT world. We want to help other artists. We want to hit the music world of NFT as well. So we have a musician, we have a 3D artist, another 3D artist, and me. And we're just, trying to grow and try to upload projects right now we're up finishing one collection from one of my team members. I call them team members, but we're really co-workers. He has a collection of 3D models that he wants to upload to the OpenSea.
Very cool.
Like Victoria's Secret models, or
No, it's I don't want to give up too much juice, but it's
yeah, okay.
meshes. Yeah, it's meshes that we've been working on together, and yeah, basically we just want to be able to get to a point that we can help other people. Like we're trying to get to a point where we can invest in other people and have them collaborate with us and join and join events and stuff. So we're starting small right now, but we want to get to that point where we can help other people.
That's beautiful. I mean, that's great that you're already starting to like think about helping others, and while you're going. So, what kind of like arts do you want to do? Background art? Do you want to do like character art? Do you want to do concept art? Like, what's your like? What part of the industry do you see yourself, being in?
I'm aiming towards doing more 3D. I'm starting to learn about it more.
Do you like environmental or do you like character?
Character and environment too, because I'm really good. I think I'm good. With the little bit I learned. It's enjoyable.
I can vouch that you're good. You're very good.
And
But you like doing it.
I think you're good too, and my mom says I'm special, so just saying.
But like you like doing it, like you get into flow and you lose yourself, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's addicting once you find something that you like and you spend hours and hours in front of the computer just doing what you like. It's worth it. And so I'm gonna be aiming towards that. I like drawing and digital artwork and everything, but I'm more like designing and the environment and like I'm more into that.
It's beautiful. And what's the name of your company that you're starting with? You said you guys were starting a company, or it's just a project?
It's a company. It's called Opticon A Vision.
So that's the postal firm that I joined.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. And tell me more about them.
Yeah, we're big. So we're 4 people right now working on this project. With our projects. We're trying to help the one artist with that he does music. We want to learn more about the music industry of NFT. So I'm trying to get him to set an account with Twitter, all of them, because they didn't know that all the space and the Twitter world was really active. And I'm trying to convince them like, hey, this is we need to do. But one is really good with accounting and stuff. Each one has a task in our group, and one is a 3D artist, one is the artist, one is the musician. Everyone has a purpose in this group, but we definitely want to recruit more people because I think we require more people in our team.
And what kind of people are you looking to staff up with?
We're looking for somebody that is good at coding, web design. We want to find people that are good to help us out getting to know other people so we can collaborate with other people. So basically promoting and getting into events and researching more stuff about galleries and stuff that we could join in.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm checking out your guys' profile right now. It looks really cool.
Thank you.
Very, very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, I would suggest like obviously keep coming to the spaces and everything like that, but like, do you guys offer like we're finding like what you guys offer and stating that on the like what you offer to artists and how you help, and like stating that because like it says like join the payback movement. And I'm not really necessarily sure what that is. So maybe if you could explain more to me what the payback movement is, and like
they would, like I said, I'm just jumping into spaces and listening to people and what they have to say, but I probably would have to have one of them explain to you more. because I'm more of the artist and they're more of the brain.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It looks very cool. Optic on 3D vision, focusing on 3D visual applications. Very cool. I mean, it seems like it's a 3D multimedia studio that puts a percent of its money to research to clean the ocean, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I just think they should like find a cleaner way of saying that and maybe like put that in their logo or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, because that's a really cool thing that they're cleaning the oceans. Like, I love that.
Yeah, and I'm in Pennsylvania, but they're the three of the ones that started the Opticon Aviation are located in Florida. So
That makes sense.
Yeah, and they're right now, one of them are working with a team. Is Alan Rosado. Let me look it up. He is working with a team to actually clean the ocean. They're working on. They didn't give me all the details, and I'm not allowed to disclose more information. But yeah, they're working on a project to start cleaning the ocean. They've been working on some designs and stuff.
That's dope. That's super dope.
And we're not, this is totally free. We're doing this out of, spending a lot of hours working, but it's actually, we're not going to receive any money or anything from it.
Yeah. And are you working exclusively with them, or is that just like one of the many projects you're working on?
That's one of the many projects we're working with.
Very cool.
Once it's done and completed, once they have the video and the footage of everything that we're doing and everything is done, I will post it and I will let you know.
Very cool. Thank you. Yeah, it looks really cool. And then how many NFTs do you still have to sell of yours?
I have a collection of 10 right now. He's gonna have a collection of 10. One of my, but they're all gonna be in the same OpenSea.
Very cool. I love it. I'm gonna check them out because I try to like my whole idea was I was like I just want to like have NFTs of people I know rather than like holding random NFTs of people I don't know. So I typically like my collection is just gonna be like all like my friends' NFTs, and then like when they come over to my house, I'll have them all like displayed on the wall.
Well, definitely.
To, like,
We definitely, yeah, you definitely want to try to help support other artists too. But right now, since we're starting from zero, we were trying to sell our stuff and have some funds to like be able to invest in other stuff, that has to do what we want, the goals that we want to do. But we definitely want to support other artists and help them out.
I love that.
think that's the best way to go, man. It's like supporting everyone that's in the space and like buying their NFTs and their music and like just like locally. It feels great. It feels better, like more genuine.
Yeah, it's like buying from your friends. You know what I mean? It's like buying your friends, like, albums or whatever.
Yeah.
Not only that, we
Has
want to
more
help
meaning.
not only that, we want to help small businesses too and give them information that hey, there's a lot of good stuff about the NFT world. So they could get into it. Maybe they could help support other artists themselves and promote their business at the same time.
Exactly. And because like I want to be able to own all my friends' NFTs, and then when I go into my spatial space, like I don't know if you guys know about spatial, but spatial like you can build like little like rooms, like it's like a VR looking like little meeting rooms, but you can like throw your NFTs in. Like you can just like hit this little plus button, and it's just like looks at your wallet, and any NFTs that are in your wallet you can just put up. So if they're 3D, they'll sit in the 3D space. If they're 2D, they'll sit 2D in a 3D space. And so like that, like I could just build a little gallery in there, and like all my friends' art NFTs, and just put up a thing, and then like basically I can create. You create anything you want. So create like a little panel next to it with like their picture and their website and who they are. So it's like I just want to create galleries for the artists and friends that like I love and I appreciate, because really it's, as an investor, it's so great because you can like invest in an artist and then like find the next Picasso and then blow him the fuck up and get everyone else to buy his stuff and pimp him out and be like, check him out, this is the person, and then suddenly your first edition has value.
Which wallet is tied to Spatial? Is it the Ethereum or what?
I think it's a MetaMask. I'm gonna double check.
Oh, it's a MetaMask.
It doesn't make you log in to like use it. That's why it's great. So I haven't even logged in yet. I've just been like using it for like months and never even like logged in.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That's what I love. I was like, perfect, because like most people that use that aren't gonna even have a MetaMask, and they can still get into your room and like fuck around and hang out and come to an event or whatever, and you don't have to like worry about that. So
yeah, I already downloaded it and just glanced through it, but man, I need to get myself into it. Just need a day off to actually get in it and check it out, man. But I've heard a lot of great stuff about it.
I know I gotta get with them because I really want to like be part of like the head of their creator team or just person on the creator team. I don't think they have one.
Yeah, they do. I got the guy.
You do?
Yeah, I got the guy. Yeah.
Nice. Because like I don't know. It's just like they don't necessarily maybe need a creator team, but they do if they want us. Like now is their opportunity to suddenly lap everyone else. Because like like once Facebook's meta comes out, like there's gonna be a lot of people who are just like, oh, just do it on Facebook. So it's like as much as people are like, oh, no one's gonna build on meta. It's like it's gonna be a big fucking deal when it comes out, and there's gonna be like a lot of boomers who are like, cool, this is what everyone's talking about. It's like there's gonna be a separate Web3, and it's gonna be like the metaverse, and there's gonna be us over here doing our own thing, open because that's what it was last time. And then everyone just like moved to Facebook and closed their websites.
Man, my daughter called me a boomer the other day.
Really?
Yep.
Yo, I got called a boomer. I was like, I'm 35. I'll stab you in the head. I'm Generation Y. What are you talking about? A boomer. It doesn't say anything about me. It just makes me think that they're like actually brain dead. I'm like, that's a term for a generation.
Teenagers think 30 are old. 30 is old, right?
It's like, but all that tells me is I'm like, yo, get your own. Like, okay, boomer was our catchphrase for boomers. Like, it's like they're saying it to us. It's like, no, bitch, get your own catchphrase. Get your own catchphrase. Stop stealing our shit.
When my daughter was like 6 years old, she thought like 20, 25 years old was old. Like the expression on her face was like, that's like in 100 years from now. Yeah.
That's messed up.
It's not hilarious.
I don't like people saying 20 years old. 20 people, like 25? That's like when I'm a grown up and like an old man.
She was 6.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey,
I was about to have beef with your 6-year-old daughter.
It's funny
because you don't turn middle age until you're like in your 50s.
Apparently, I know people that were born middle age.
25 is old as dust.
Yeah. Then I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah. Hey, you kind of sound like Cheech and Chong there. Chong.
I'm smoking. That's why.
Nice.
I'm smoking that Cheech and Chong shit.
Like Cheech and Chong is trolling our show, man.
Oh, for real?
I love it.
Yeah, it's you.
Hey man. Hey man. Stop trolling the show, man.
That's funny.
I love Cheech and Chong. Obsessed.
Construction dude. Yeah.
No man, Dave's not here, man.
Hey, thanks for.
No man, Dave's not here. No man, I want to talk to Dave. No man, Dave's not here, man.
And he throws me a fucking mic, and there was like nothing going on in the fucking space. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in space for? I was like, it was even too much to like try to fuck up the space, so I left after a while. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. But exactly what is crypto construction? Because I was trying to figure that shit out.
What's up?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
What your name is.
What is crypto construction all about?
Crypto construction. I construct in the crypto business. But the name came out first because I do construction. I do flooring. And so I'm like, when I dove into this world, the cryptos, the NFTs and all that stuff, and it's like it hasn't even been that long, but in the Twitter spaces it's like, a couple years. It's been like 6 months, 5.5, 6 months. But I've learned so much. It's like shit. It's like this is cool. Like, because I'm in like 24 hours a day. This shit is crazy. But anyways, I'm like, you know what the hell I'm gonna do? And you know what brought me here was me finding out that one of my ex co-workers became a billionaire in this shit. I'm like, what? Did he what? He did what? I'm like, I'm doing the wrong damn thing. I'm over here grinding floors and this motherfucker over there with thousands of millions. I'm like, F this. I'm learning this shit. You hear me?
Do you do carpeting? Do you do carpeting?
No, I do more like resonance systems, like epoxies, urethanes, polyureas, methacrylate, like 3D shit, and like stadiums, like hospitals, like schools, like even homes, but like really, it can go from like looking like a shop to a warehouse to a like super luxurious house or a showroom or something like that. Like I got different systems for all that stuff.
Wow!
I thought you worked for Twitter and you carpet people.
I actually do. Yeah, that's right. Now we're talking. Now when you're talking my leg, that's my kind of guy. Cristiano, look at this, man. That's my kind of guy, man. That's the kind of guy I like to speak with. Like these guys think outside the box.
Thank you, man.
We're in a box.
Right,
we're
for real.
In a box right now.
I'm in a circle. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Your phone's a box.
Well, I'm surrounded by
You're surrounded by what? Idiots. You're surrounded by
boxes.
By trees.
We literally live in boxes.
Yeah.
So do you charge crypto when you do the flooring or no? Or six packs or fiat?
You cut off a bit.
He was asking you if you work for weed.
No, I do flooring. You already know I ain't agreeing to nothing.
No. How do you charge? Do you charge crypto?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant something else. Yeah, no. Well, I get paid, but no, I don't get paid in crypto. I do the flooring for a company. I work for a company, so I actually asked them in December if they were to start beginning paying in crypto. I say I want a certain percentage out of my check to go straight to crypto, and he's like, "Damn, dude, you move really fast." I'm like, shit, I ain't slipping. I know what happened.
That's funny. Is your weed laced with anything?
No, just a straight tree.
Just straight weed.
Yeah. Big old chicken chong, a big chicken chong size. We don't play around.
I like your energy.
Oh, I like yours too, man. It's great, man.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I'm doing the stream with him. He's got great vibes, man.
That's right. Oh yeah, I know. That's I love it. I love it here, man. It's like we're the pioneers, man. We're the one generation was waiting for the generation the world was waiting for. So it's like we're here and we're doing it.
Yeah.
Straight up, bro.
What state are you in?
California.
All right.
You in SoCal?
Bay Area, close to Bay Area.
Yeah, nice. The other part. It's always either those two. It's always either SoCal or NorCal. It's never.
For real.
I actually got one person. I was like, NorCal, SoCal, and he was like, Central California. I was like, damn it, that was the third one. I was so close to guessing it.
Remember Jim? But Jim found the sweet spot. East-West Hollywood. East-West Hollywood.
Oh yeah, East-West. I live in East-West Hollywood.
Yeah. That was fucking funny.
I did some flooring in Hollywood Universal Studios.
I live next to Universal Studios. Yeah.
Yeah, I did some flooring there. The main building.
Really?
Yeah, the Comcast building. He said, "I see your work." No, for real.
Your work.
I did some in DreamWorks as well. Fucking YouTube, Apple, Google, Facebook, all these places. The 49er stadium, the Levi Stadium, also.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I've done some work in different places. Tesla factories, like over in Nevada, There was a Tesla factory over there, 1 million square feet. The company I was working with at the time, it was a different one, but we actually did it, and man, it's just like massive. The concrete ended up freezing when it was like really cold, so they had to like demo out like half an inch of the concrete because they poured it when it was like really cold, and it built this layer of ice. So we end up taking down like 1 million square feet of half-inch depression on the concrete,
Really?
and then do a flooring on top.
That's badass. So what are you doing now in crypto?
Uh,
Are you just investing or?
well, yeah, pretty much. Getting some NFTs here and there that I like, and putting some money in there, and
Do you
I'm
do you
looking more like in the long run. I'm not gonna say I know how to do flipping of NFTs and all that. I'm looking more into the future, like invest for, I don't know, however long it takes to give it some real value. Then you can do some selling if you want.
do you buy high and sell low, but do you buy high high? You know what I mean?
You got to buy high and sell low. That's the key.
Yeah, but
Right, huh?
do you buy when you're high
Uh,
and then sell
Yeah, you
low?
got to buy when you're really stoned and then sell when you're really depressed.
Right.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Buy high and sell low. What'd you think I
No, you
meant?
get it. No, you
no,
get it.
I think that's a game I don't dive in right now, but maybe in the future.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
in the
have
future,
anything
I'll
you
be
want to do in
buying
the future,
high,
you know where to come for
and then
expert
I'll be
advice, man.
selling low.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good plan.
No,
Good plan.
I normally like to just go for the future, man. I know that in 5 to 10 years, I'm gonna be in the same position somebody I know it is right
In
now.
five to
So
10 years, you're going to be hiring someone to do your massive floors.
that's what I'm. Well, I think it's gonna be more my
You're going to do your own
inventions.
floors,
My
right?
inventions, because I have several inventions that I'm bringing out to the world. And I also invented a solar power generator that generates enough electricity for hundreds of homes.
Is it like
That's great.
1.21 gigawatts? And do you got a flux capacitor?
No, buddy, it is more like direct solar with the solar system and the batteries. Like if there was to keep it up all night for like hundreds of houses, it'll give enough power, enough juice for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm saying, does it generate 1.21 gigawatts, and does it
What? Put
run
21 gigawatts.
with a flux capacitor?
You know what? I'm not the electrician. I was just the guy that funded the project all the way through from thinking of it all the way to fruition. But I'm not like the technical guy like that. You know what I mean? Like I tell them, okay, I want these done, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, okay, then get us this much money to begin, and then okay, let's
Okay.
do it. And it's like that. I have other things that I want to bring out, in the future.
Yeah.
Hey, what did
Yeah.
you
No,
say?
it definitely gets technical when you start dealing with flux capacitors and 1.21 gigawatts. That's for damn
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
Jacob.
we're
I
not
know
experts on that either. So,
you're an
what's
electrician, or
who me?
yeah.
Oh, I'm all sorts of things.
Well, nice.
But it's not about me. What's the other invention you got going on?
Jacob, what?
A whole bunch.
What you said you had many inventions. What's your other idea?
It's in the branch of robotics and artificial intelligence and self-driven. But I can't
Self
talk any more than that.
self-driven?
Hmm.
Oh, you're gonna put Elon's out of business?
Hey, you never know.
All right, all right. You know what time it is. It
You
is
never
now
know. The
8:11.
one thing I can tell you is this: whatever I do, I go hard in the paint.
Go
Whatever I
hard
do,
in the
and it's
paint.
like I'm barely diving into this world, and I think we should get to know each other because we don't know in the future.
Yeah, but don't follow me when diving, because I don't look first. I just dive right in, and sometimes there's no water in the pool. So
No, that's good. That's
do
good.
your own due diligence. That's
Oh yeah,
expedition.
yeah.
Yeah,
Every time, every
every time,
time,
every time.
every time, brother. You already know. Like we go hard in the paint. Like we dive
Right.
deep
Hard in the paint. Did you
in the
say?
paint. Go
Oh,
hard in the paint.
Go hard in the
Chris,
paint.
Chris, that's going to be a spin-off later, right?
Going hard in the paint.
That's right.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
hard in the paint.
Yeah.
You know, when you play basketball, I used to be a point guard for a team,
There you go. You go hard in the paint.
For a team?
and yeah, for a team
What
with the
team?
basketball.
Which
And
team?
so we used to play it, you know, on the outside. But then when they say go hard in the paint, that means we were gonna be flying and running out.
Press
You know
I
what I mean?
fucking
Like
love this guy.
fucking play hard like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like push, get him out of the fucking way. Hawker style in the
Also,
mug.
it means play where it's actually painted, right? Play around the lines. It's like, which is
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
inside is like get in there.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. But man, dude, I just followed you because you're funny as
Because he
shit.
goes hard in the paint.
Yeah, he
Oh,
goes hard in the
you
paint.
didn't follow
That's
Computer
right.
Destruction yet,
That's
I gotta
right.
follow it. I gotta
bro?
follow.
I've
He's
been
fucking
following you
funny.
for like a week or something. You're hilarious.
You guys are amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I love
Hey,
it.
Crypto.
Yeah.
Crypto,
I think
did
we
you
might be able
market
to utilize his voice too.
SpaceX?
And he's friends with Ellie too, right? You're friends with Ellie?
Oh, you know
Yeah, yeah,
Disney?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Shit.
knows Disney girl,
Damn. Wait,
Disney
that's
princess.
I'm her manager. I get 10%.
So Brad, it's perfect. So I'll tell you,
That's
you're her
awesome.
manager. So Ellie
Hey,
wants
you're
to do this
good.
duet with me,
I'm good.
and she wants to do a parody or like a parody of something. You know what I mean? It's like a calling card, and so she
Yeah.
wants to write a parody of Little Mermaid, like about
Ooh.
crypto. And I was
Ooh.
like, well, we could do a whole new world because I have this parody I've been meaning to write for about 10 years now about a whole new world where it's like I can show you my
Amazing.
balls. Like it's a sexual thing where he's taking her
Oh
on the ride.
no,
Oh shit.
she's
Yeah.
not gonna go for
What
that.
the fuck?
Disney's not gonna
And
do
You
it.
took it to the
would
next
do
level.
so well. Like
I
I
know,
had the
but
lyrics written for 10 years.
she's not gonna do it. She won't do it.
Ellie wouldn't do it?
No, she
Why not?
won't.
Well, I don't
Because
know. You
She has a
just
good
never
sense
know.
of humor. She would do it.
she's not into the
Or you're
sexual
saying as her
content.
manager, she will not do it?
No, I'm saying as her, she won't do it. Me,
Well,
I
don't
think it's
speak
funny
for her.
as
How about that?
hilarious. I think it's hilarious. I'm just telling you, she's not gonna do it. No, feel
If I
free to ask her.
if I wrote the lyrics and sent it to her,
Go
and she
for
was
it.
like, "This is really funny," like this is really funny,
No, she's gonna say
she'd
this
do it.
is tasteless, and blah blah
I
blah.
don't do tasteless, bro.
I
I
like
have
it.
like
I'm
30
telling you, I
million
like
views
it.
for my
I'm just
parodies.
telling
I
you,
don't do
she will
tasteless.
not. That's it.
Brad, I
That's all
have
I'm
like
saying.
30 million views on my parodies, bro. I don't do tasteless. All my parodies do really well because
Dude,
I make sure that they're really well written and they're not like dirty, but they're like kind of dirty, but not, you know.
she's not going to do anything with sexual content whatsoever. I'm just saying. Go ahead, ask her. I'm just telling you.
Go ahead, ask her. Go ahead.
Go
Let's see how
ahead.
this
Go
works.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's why you're her manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, then we'll write the crypto parody instead. I'll get working on both of them. How about that? Hedge my bet.
I'm saying, feel free to ask her. I hope she says yes, but I'm just telling you, she's going to say no.
Or how about this? We do a whole new world, but it's about crypto.
Yeah,
right?
Either or. I'm just saying, she's not into the whole sexual content thing. She's
I
fucking
show
Disney.
you my ship.
Yeah.
That better?
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. If I had her voice, I would do it. But she's Disney.
I've got Dogecoin and Bitcoin.
Yeah, I can totally. Yeah,
Even
I
bought
feel you.
some Luna, but now that is not worth shit. Brad, I don't know if they announced it yet that they're going to burn all the Luna, but I was telling you about that.
I never got in on that one. So
Did you hear about that, John? That they're going to burn all the evidence? Which I called. I have it recorded on a stream last week. I go, what if they just, like, because they opened up a burn wallet when Dan was talking about that? Yeah. And I was like, what's the burn wallet for? And I was just like, maybe they're just, like, convincing everyone to burn all the evidence.
Quick, get all the shredders. Get the shredders.
Yeah, like, get the shredders. And if everyone burns all the Luna, then the SEC comes in and they're like, we want to talk about Luna. And they're like, what Luna? Like, that one. And like, that's called Luna, too. That's totally different. There's no Luna on the planet. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, so, and I was joking, but like that's actually happening now. Like they just voted 2 days ago to burn all the Luna in existence.
I would do like Vinny Barbarino. Where? What? Where? Who? What?
Who?
Where?
So it means if I invested in Luna right now and I'm past the snapshot, they're just gonna burn my money. Which means there's people, and no one's like announcing that. So there's people just right now being like, should I ape in? I'm gonna ape in. And like they don't know that their money's just they're sending it to a burn wallet. Like that's happening right now. I'm the only one out here telling people, hey, listen, donate pin. I haven't heard it from anyone else but me. I'm like, they voted. It's on the blockchain. It's verified. They voted. 94% of the core, like of the voters, said we're burning all the money. It's like it's happening.
Seriously?
That's it. So tell Den his money's going into a pile of other money and burnt.
Oh
Joker.
my God. That's
I think
crazy.
Den made the snapshot. Den just made it.
Shit, I almost fell.
I think he made the Snapchat by a few hours, like 6 hours or something.
Really?
Because when he was talking about it, like a few hours later, it was like they just voted to burn it all.
That's fucking funny.
I gotta love that we're in a world where they're gonna burn everyone's money. It's really cool.
Well, they can't burn it from. They can't burn it from your own wallet.
I know. We should do that in real life, like all our taxes that we pay.
It's a microcosm.
Put in a big fucking pile in the middle of the city and burnt. And then our currency wouldn't constantly be worth nothing.
Okay, actually, here for all the Americans in here, I'm Canadian, but you guys have this too. It's called a tax-free savings account, and you clowns need to go open them, and then when you transfer your crypto into fiat and go to a bank account, you deposit it there and not your bank, so you don't pay for
expert advice.
No.
Yes.
And that's why this show is called
No.
Yes.
Data says no. Why?
That's how I do it.
You gotta put it into a trust account.
Hey.
Tax-free savings account.
Trust.
Yeah. If you have a trust account,
same difference.
No. Here's the difference. If you have a trust account, with another beneficiary, you get audited. They can't fucking take your shit because there's somebody else there. There's a law.
But wouldn't you have to do like a gifting of said funds to this other person though?
Well, who cares?
Well,
they can't take your shit.
But then the person that received it, or you have it on their trust, wouldn't they have to pay taxes on it?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You know why?
Why? Because it's in a trust account.
It's a trust account. They're the beneficiary next to you, right? So you got two people in the same room. One person's getting audited.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you penalize?
That would be bad.
The other person next to you.
Yeah. So that person would only get taxed when they withdraw it, right? From the trust account, they would be taxed then, not while it's sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Which still sucks ass. So my way is still better if you get a tax-free savings account, because even when you withdraw it, you're not paying taxes. Hence the name tax-free savings account. Thank you very much. Hold your applause. Awesome. I like how our audience listens too. That's fucking. We got them well trained. Good job.
Woohoo!
Thanks, buddy. See, we got fans, even if it's just one.
Hold on.
Here we go.
What's up?
What was that? Did you just have a stroke?
Wow!
Blasting this computer here, my computer here in front of me, bunch of pages open, like 100 and something, and fucking going through fucking every single one throughout the day, like I don't know how many times, just fucking keep hammering this thing, many multiple things that fucking working in here, and just listening to you guys, having a blast in here. Fucking love it.
Love it. You're multitasking. You're multitasking in the multiverse, in the metaverse.
Multitask.
For real, like it's what it feels like.
Multitask.
Awesome. We're inspiring people through our show and our expert advice and talents and things. And just for the record, what I don't know could fill a warehouse, so I have that going for me.
And I don't know how to fill a warehouse.
There you go. So we can work on that together. Mm-hmm.
Word up.
It's collaboration, and participation across the nation. This is the #1 station. Mm-hmm.
I actually can fill a warehouse.
Yeah, me too.
Full of stuff that
we could throw a dope warehouse party.
Oh,
no, just like with people. Like we could throw a dope ass warehouse party and like fill that bitch
with nothingness.
Like no, seriously, I want to start doing
no content.
No content.
We can get Gary V to speak at that.
come and tell us, just yell at us about building content for 30 hours. And then we're like, okay, you make some content. And he's like, no, make content. That's my content. Me telling you to make content is my content.
The whole show though is no content. It's no content. He'd be a star.
It would be like this show being called Expert Advice, and I just sit here and I'm like, you got to get advice. You know, you just got to find someone to give you advice. That's what you got to do.
and
it's not me. I'm not giving you advice. I'm telling you to get advice.
Yeah, we're the expert panel telling other people to go find somebody else to get advice from. That's fucking ingenious.
That's our job. Listen, we're not here to give you advice. Our job is to get hilarious.
Hey, formula, I got some advice for you. Go find somebody else.
Advice, dude. Advice.
And I'm gonna listen.
This show is for everything but emotional advice.
Yeah, I love that.
This show's for everything but psychological advice, because that's the one I don't actually want to give, and that's for the therapists.
You know, actually, we just become expert delegators. We're expert delegators. We delegate to other experts because we're not experts.
Master delegators.
Hey,
I mean, that's essentially what Patch was trying to do with the music Patch. He's trying to be like, if I don't know, like, I have a team of, you know, other amazing producers and experts who can just like tell you. Like, yeah, it's kind of fucking neat.
I know a guy for that.
I got a guy.
He'll tell you all about it.
You got a guy.
I got a guy that's
got a guy. Secretly Italian.
Yeah. Ayo,
secretly you got a guy.
Ayo.
Oh wait.
Ayo.
You got a guy.
Ayo. Wait. I can't wait to start actually like inviting people from my regular Web 2 career and business into this world. I've been trying, but like, once it starts, you know, popping off a little bit, or even just maybe just like the spaces, and don't even tell them about Web3.
Right.
Just be like, hey, you know, Twitter has this new thing where you can like, you know, do like radio shows.
Right.
Like, I've been sending links to the shows, like my family, and like they're like, what is this? So people will eventually, if I do it enough every day,
and all of a sudden we're conspiracy theorists and things like that.
No, that conspiracy theory channel is the best. So much fun.
Yeah.
What was the conspiracy I was going to go in there with? It wasn't birds aren't real. It was, North Dakota is not a state. North Dakota doesn't exist.
Yeah, wait, what?
Right. There's a conspiracy theory on the internet I read that said North Dakota doesn't exist, and it's my new favorite conspiracy theory. And so, like, I have a whole bit. I want to go into the conspiracy theory room and just go on for like hours about like how it doesn't exist, and don't let them convince me otherwise.
North Dakota does not exist.
Like the whole point is you go, well, you never met anyone from North Dakota, and then like no one ever has. So then everyone gets all freaked out.
I know someone from. Well, we both know someone from South Dakota.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was talking to someone from South Dakota, and I was like, "Have you ever met anyone from North Dakota?" Amber. She was like, "I was like, have you ever been there?" And she's like, "Yeah, I've been there." I was like, "Okay, I don't believe you, but come on the stream like at hour 2 and tell me, prove me wrong." Yeah. What's happening, Gilad? What up? Let me know if you want me to throw you a mic, brah.
I threw him one, but I may have accidentally hit him in the head because he just like got into space. I threw it at him. He might not have been ready, and I might have hit him with it. So yeah, maybe throw him another one.
He's so funny.
It's like you hit your dick on someone's face or what?
No, this is Mike. I've been sending them out to the people in my DMs because like my DMs have just been so freaking flooded in the last 2 weeks from all this stuff. It's just out of hand, which is good. That's what I wanted. But
scammers
like,
or what?
What's that?
Scammers or what?
No. Like real projects. Yeah, like real projects who are actually like want to do stuff, and I want to work with, and I want to check out their music and all this stuff. It's just like I don't know how to do work now outside of doing this whole spaces thing, because it's ending up being like 8 hours a day doing this. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like getting a schedule and a calendar together to be like, how do I also work and get things done? You know, because it's like I need a separate me.
Right. Oh, he left.
You know what you should do though with that?
That's serious.
You should document it. Like put it in a Patreon or something, so you can teach other people as you learn.
It's true. I mean, because right now I'm just trying to I'm more worried about like the schedule. Like, how do I even get the schedule? Like, I'm trying to get some of my work time back. I've just been doing spaces so nonstop and so long. That's why I'm trying to get a schedule together. So it's like, all right, hour and a half space, go off, and then do work. You know what I mean? And like, just kind of cut its own.
That's actually going to make it even more valuable if you do it.
True. Yeah, it's like shorter streams, and like I don't want to. Yeah, because it's just if I left it up to everyone's devices, like I'll be up for 8 hours. Like the other night, I was trying to do a 2-hour stream and it ended up being 8 hours. So, like that one was crazy. And the last 4 hours were like 2 people just hijacked the space and were just talking, and I was just up like listening to them like talk to each other on the phone. And I was like, "Can I just hang up? Can you guys just DM each other and just like not do this?"
Seriously, that's like watching somebody get a haircut.
It would be weird to call each other. I got it, but like, let me hang up.
That's like watching somebody get a haircut.
Yeah,
it's not good.
So
I don't know. What are you into? I don't know. What do you do? I don't know. Like, oh my God, just kiss each other and get off my space.
So in support of our title, where we're all about get that money, this is my contribution. That was inappropriate for that, so I figured, why not?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you mean, though, Brad. It's like the engagement on the tweets about the spaces are bigger than the spaces themselves.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like by a factor of 3 or 4, and you're like, "What? Well, that tweet went viral," but it's also, I think it's an availability thing. You know, there's something about this time.
Yeah.
You know, because it's still like work time in Pacific Coast.
Specifically. You know, I just want to give us some kudos in relation to sticking to the topic of the space, because there's a lot of times I go into a space and it has nothing to do with the damn title, and I'm just like, well, that's misleading.
And, well, that's your job. Your job is to make it have nothing to do with the damn title, and then my job is to constantly pull it back.
Right.
Which is that. Yeah. So like that's the balance. You know what I mean? That's what I try to do on Amber's show too. I try to like keep the conversations going, and then she just goes and starts sexy harassing the guests.
Yeah, but let's not go there. Let's just not. Let's
be
different. Let's be.
Well, the thing is, I love it. It's all great. It's great at nighttime, but like she's doing it for me in the middle of the day. It'll be like 6, and I'm laying on on the couch outside and like enjoying my sunlight, and she's just like, Amber, after dark, and I'm like, it is bright out. Like, I have my shirt off. What are you talking about?
Oh man!
So it takes me a second to get into the mood. That's why I'm always better on her like later show.
Oh, were you in the space for my LL Cool J?
Doing it well.
Wow.
Were you in there when I did my LL Cool J bit?
No.
That space should have been recorded, man. I was on fire.
Hey, did you make music too?
David? No. Who's David?
No, Theta, I said.
Oh, Dave.
No, Theta.
He's Theta. Oh, Theta. I thought you said David.
Or Feta, like feta cheese? I thought it was
Theta.
Theta. No, like, I don't make music in the sense of playing instruments and all that.
Yes. What do you do? Are you an artist or?
No, just make girls sing.
Just make girls what?
Girls sing.
You make girls sing. You're an artist with that D?
The D note. Yeah.
The D note. He just plays the D note over and over and over again.
You should see the look on my face. I want to see the look on my face right now.
I mean, that's the thing, Brad. Like, I don't even understand. I think that at this time, people are like still like at work. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm technically at work, but like, then I look through the other spaces and it's like, because I started the space at this time because I was like, oh, there's no other spaces around, but like maybe this is why there's no other spaces, but it doesn't mean that's not necessarily a good time. Like there are still people that are around, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It just seems like they're all in like their like NFT community spaces. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
Which is kind of annoying because it's like, take that shit to your Discord. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
You know, I get it. It's how they get new people, but it's also, you know what I mean? Like a little bit like if you're only going to be talking about that, like here's expert advice for anyone who has an NFT community. It's like to embrace new people because like there's nothing scarier or more intimidating than when I come in and like everyone's rocking the same profile picture and like everyone's like has the same things and I'm like, I'm just not part of this fucking gang, man. You know what I mean? And so it's supposed to be like a good thing because it's good for the Discord, but it's almost like when you come to these public spaces, it ends up doing you a disservice because it makes it feel unapproachable. Like if we were all like, you know, like shibby, like our secret handshakes, people be like, what the fuck? You know, so even in the Sydney space, when people come in, we explain the inside jokes. And we're like, that's an inside joke because weeks ago this happened. And they're like, okay, cool. Now I'm in. That's why I joined up with that crew because it was like, within like the first space, I was able to come up and talk, and they were like, "Oh, here's what that joke means, and here's what we do around here." And it was like there was a good orientation process, you know.
Yeah.
And like I was a little intimidated when I came in because it was all trolls. Everyone had the same profile picture, and I was like, "What is this? Some kind of like ogre NFT thing?" You know, I was like, "Whatever." And then everyone was really nice and like funny, and I was like, "Oh." And then the next day they didn't have ogre pictures, and I was like, "Oh, they're like normal people."
What?
Yeah.
No ogre pictures.
So they only had ogre pictures for like one thing, which was like a troll roast. But those never really seem to work because the trolls never come on the troll roast nights, and they come every other night.
Really?
You know, it's like, why would they come to a trap? Like, why would they come to, it's like, troll trap, we're gonna, you know?
Well, if they're a big enough troll with some...
True. Like, Slim Jesus shows up.
Well, yeah, he's now integrated. Who? He's integrated.
Slim Jesus, he's like an epic troll.
Oh.
He was coming up. Amber had me muting him. I kept bringing him up, and Amber was like, stop. Like, kept kicking him down. I was like, well, he's funny, though.
Yeah. I wonder if
Agent, let it play out. Yeah.
I wonder if Agent is loaded right now.
If what? Israel?
Agent, you know that guy, Agent?
Yeah, Agent.
Yeah.
He's not back yet. He's out of town, Amber said.
He's out to lunch.
Yeah, but she said he'll be back, like, eventually. He'll be back soon.
Oh, yeah, I know Agent.
He's funny.
He's so funny.
But he sometimes gets a little angry.
Stupid.
Oh, yeah, I met him on an angry night.
Yeah.
He was just like, shut the fuck up.
Yep. Yeah.
Just screaming. Well, I think we were in the middle of like rapping or something, and he just kept screaming, "Shut the fuck up!" at people, and I was like, "Whoa, man!"
Yeah, no, yeah, he just goes off.
So that's when you kick your feet up.
But yeah, no, it's been really
cool. Hit you guys, catch you guys in a little bit. If you guys still got it, I gotta jump into my thing over here. But I'll see you guys around.
Alrighty, man. Later, Crypto Construction.
Kill it, dude. Kill it.
Real later,
7, right?
Thank you.
See you at 7. See you at 7.
All right.
Much love.
Nice.
Later, brother.
Nice. All right, we've got a few loyal followers and listeners now. It's already started. I told you, it's the beginning of the end.
It's the beginning of the end. And that's the thing. We're figuring out what this space is, going to be, because we were talking about doing like I like expert advice more than crypto gaming, because it's just like thing, it's so hard to keep it on topic, and
I don't know shit about video games, so
yeah.
It's not financial advice, it's expert advice.
It's expert advice.
Exactly. No. And our expert advice is to go and find an expert.
Go find some actual advice.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, we had a new listener. As you were saying that for the first time, we were like joking, like, go find some other advice, and he was like, okay, bye, and he left. Like, I was like, oh, the timing on that, like, I couldn't walk it back. I was trying to walk it back, and then he left before I could walk it back.
Oh, that's I should have screen captured that shit.
I don't care. I'm like, we still got the view. You know what I mean? You still get the credit for the tuning.
That is freaking hilarious.
Crazy. But I really like how they named it like Tuned In. Like, I've wanted to be. I don't know if I told you this, Brad. Like, I was a radio DJ in like college.
No way.
Like, I've been doing. Yeah, like the second I got a chance, like freshman year, I like took over the college radio station because it was basically defunct, and there was like 3 people who signed up, and the other 2 like bailed. So it was just me. I was like their only DJ because the other 2 dropped out, and so I went from having one show show every other day to being like having like 2 shows a day every day.
Wow.
And I was just like running and it was like broadcast. So I was for Springfield, Massachusetts. So I was broadcasting like all the way to Boston. It was like nuts.
Can you tell like how many people have tuned in?
What, in radio?
Yeah.
They have like estimates, but like it's never really good, But yeah, dude, I had to do ad bumps in the beginning of it, like at the beginning of the hour and everything. So it's like, the whole thing. This is brought to you by this. It's fun. And then I ended up like playing a lot of music because we used to play music on the quad and like had like concerts when it was freezing cold in Springfield, Massachusetts. So I just was like, all right, well, I have the keys to the radio station, so I would just come in and just turn the radio on and just start like doing like pirate broadcast, and I would just tell everyone beforehand as we were walking down there, I was like, "Hey, we're going on the radio. Like, turn on your radio." And they're like, "All right, cool." And like they all knew the channel, and we would just do concerts that way. We would just do concerts like through the radio station. And there's all these pictures of me on my Facebook from 2008 still, of me like baby me at the radio station with my guitar, like so funny. And so now it's just coming full circle, you know.
There's a movie like that kind of too. There, what's his name? Was it Pump Up the Jam?
It's kind of like Private Parts as well.
Pump up the jam.
Howard Stern.
Not Kilmer. The other one that looks like him, kind of.
Guy Pearce.
No.
No.
He was in with Billy the Kid, the movie there. Shit.
Oh, Billy the Kid.
Yeah. But did you ever watch Opie and Anthony?
Charlie Sheen's brother, and all of them.
Yeah.
He was in that too. The guy that I'm thinking of. Not Kiefer Sutherland. Which, by the way,
not Weird Science.
No. Oh, that was a wicked movie. No.
Lost Boys.
Was he in that too? No, that was Kiefer Sutherland.
I don't know, but this is the least fun game to play ever.
I love
Sigmatic.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, speaking of Kiefer Sutherland, I'm trying to remember how old I was. Anyways, at the NAC Art Gallery in Ottawa, because his parents live there, Valentine's Day, I was there for supper, and he walks in, and I was like, what the fuck? And he sits down at the table right beside us, and I had no idea the whole time we were eating, his dad was there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
We didn't approach or anything like that, but we were just like staring, and we're just like,
that's a lot of acting talent at one table, bro.
Yeah. His mom too, right? I think
almost like they were like a family.
No, I mean, like, I can't picture his mom in any movies right now.
That's fucking nuts. So, did you ever see Opie and Anthony? That the radio show?
No, I don't know that one.
They were like when like Howard Stern was about, and like they gave like Jim Norton their start. Like Patrice O'Neill came out of there. Like a lot of amazing stand-ups would just come in and just do it. And it was like Andrew Schultz's podcast before that. It was like the first podcast, but it was like hilarious. Like this type of stuff they're doing. They had so many comedians on. It would just be like this casual conversation. You just listen to them for hours. And so it's kind of like that, like Opie and Anthony. They got shut down for having a contest where they had people have sex around New York City and like phone in while they're doing it. And they got kicked off the radio for that. Because someone went in and did it in the church. Someone went in and did it in St. Patrick's, and they got kicked off the radio.
That's what did it.
Yeah, someone did it on the steps of St. Patrick's Cathedral, and they got kicked off the radio. Yeah. They were doing like a contest, like points for like having sex. You get this many points, like a blowjob or whatever. Like so, they were doing points, and these different couples were just running around the city, like having public sex, and they were calling in like right after they did it, and the radio station was like, "We've let you get away with enough. This is it. You're done."
No way.
But they got away with a lot of insane stuff before that. Yeah. So I mean, they've always been like my idols in terms of doing a radio show. So, but that would have to be a ticketed space. That would definitely have to be a ticketed space because it's have to be 18 and up.
Like Howard Stern.
Yeah, Howard Stern was the one who was competing with them, and they ate his lunch. They ate Howard Stern's lunch like every day. It was crazy. They programmed them after each other. Like Howard Stern would go on, and then they would go on because like they couldn't, compete.
Yeah. Does he still do?
They were both on K-Rock. They were on the same network.
Oh.
Okay.
Does Howard Stern still do a show?
On Sirius, I don't know if he still does it, but they both went to Sirius after that.
Oh.
Or XM. Howard Stern left when it was Sirius because he was their first sign on Sirius Radio. He was the first one to go to Sirius Radio, and then when it became Sirius XM and they merged, that's when Opie and Anthony, because they had gotten fired, and so that's when they came back. And they just crushed it. I mean, that's so good. So, I mean, but that would have to be a ticketed space, and I think that would be really fun. I've done enough streams at this point, and I have enough followers. I just really want to start doing it and make it like $1. It's just for age verification, It's not for making money.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I would.
It's like we'll make like $50 a stream.
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, we're only making $50 a stream, but it's like just to be able to have that kind of show where we know we can say whatever we want and go extreme and try to give people like the best show possible, like, and then like clip that stuff, take clips from that and promote that stuff on Twitter and be like, hey, listen, this is like the real show, and then make every other show just like an hour.
A warm up. It's a warm up.
Yeah, this is like a little teaser.
Yeah, but Covino, you have the energy and the character to do that. That's the best part of the show.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, I want to, and that's what I want.
What am I, chopped liver over here? What the fuck is that?
I really appreciate that because it was like you didn't mention Brad at all.
I know that was phenomenal.
That was some really good praise, and I appreciate that. Anyone who wants to just give praise directly to me and not to Brad, come on up.
Yeah,
feel free.
No, I prefer it that way.
Ellie, you want to tell me how I rock and Brad and just
I want to stay under the radar so that when I blow the doors off your spaces,
you
don't see me coming.
Okay, I'm in the more actionable position. They're
but
the thing, at me.
Seriously, though, guys, sometimes it works out best that way. Sometimes, honestly.
So. Could you imagine Beyonce's sister that does better than her one day? I'd be like, oh, nobody saw that shit coming. That's me. That'll be me against.
What's her name? Beyonce?
Yeah.
Her older sister is Beyonce.
Shut up.
Parents are just really unimaginative. They're like, Beyonce, Beyonce.
Yeah. Well, see, though, Brad can go out in public. Covino, I
know.
What's that?
Brad can fuck with people here too.
What do you mean I can go out in public? What am I, red green?
It's basically the vibe is like I try to keep our guests and Brad tries to scare them away. And
that's my MO.
Get them to rage quit, and then I just be like, no, come back anytime. And Brad's like, so we can fuck with you.
That's right. People are like, people try to like, how much can we tolerate him? That's like it's a skill, and they come in and they love me to just kind of test themselves.
But the best part about it, what I love so much about it, is it's so egalitarian because like you can't mute your co-hosts. And that's the best part about it.
Yeah, you can't mute your host either, so it feels the same way.
You can't like mute your co-host or your host, so you just kind of have to like learn how to get along and not have fucking annoying co-hosts up.
No, but I'm good for muting myself when shit's like really going down. Important.
You mute yourself too much, in my opinion.
Well, if I need a 5-minute.
In my opinion, that's my honest expert advice. You mute yourself way too fucking much.
Okay. Fair enough.
You really shouldn't, because when you do interject, it's short and sweet to the point, and it's funny, and so it's like it's not. You take your shots.
Kaboom!
This is true.
Hello, guys.
If you need like a
What's
second.
up, Ellie?
Hey,
Disney. We weren't talking about you earlier.
We weren't.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brad was being a good manager, and I was pitching to him a project to do the song from Aladdin.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Whole New World.
You're right. You don't sound
I'm not. No, I feel. That's a good one.
Your voice is still messed up, huh?
I feel sick.
Yeah, you sound great.
It's been a couple of days now.
Really? How come Formula knows more about you than I do right now? Formula?
He's been in my spaces, I guess. Right.
He's just a better friend, probably.
It was some tight
probably a better person.
Factual facts. Those are facts.
Yeah, you actually sound worse.
Dude, man.
Brad, we should name the show Factual Facts.
No, like actually getting sicker.
I'm changing the name right now.
No,
don't.
Hashtag it. Just hashtag it.
There you go.
Hashtag it.
Okay.
Don't change the title. Hashtag it.
But that should be for the flyer.
How you feeling?
Show.
Yeah.
But I feel like fainting, and I feel like my oxygen is not there.
Uh-oh.
Did you get any tests or anything?
No, not new test. It's just I shouldn't be feeling this way. I just had my ozone treatment last week, and that thing lasts for like a whole month. So I should be well. It's just I don't really know what's happening. I think, well, Brad might know what's happening because I've told him about it. But
Yeah, you think it's that?
I think it might be that.
Okay.
Yeah. And my parents just got back from Mexico, and I told my mom I'm feeling sick, but so I'm in my room all by myself in my bed, and
Okay. Hey, Crispin, I'm gonna go. Ellie, I'll call you on WhatsApp there. Or
You got it, buddy.
Signal.
on Signal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you.
Okay,
You got
no
it, buddy.
problem. All right, see you.
Bye,
And
guys.
that's how the community takes care of each other right there. Because we love each other.
I love you too.
Love you, Ellie. Are you going to listen in at 7?
I will. It's at 7. It's like in 15 minutes, you mean?
No, it's in an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay.
But don't push yourself. Like, if you're tired, just take a nap. You know?
Yeah, Ellie,
It'll be
have
recorded.
somebody pick up some quercetin for you and some vitamin D.
If they can get powdered vitamin C too, because that your body has a hard time uptaking like the solids, so you get powdered vitamin C and you put it in your water, and it does wonders.
Yeah, and quercetin is just it opens the door to your cells, so it makes
Also helps with bioabsorption. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, hopefully she heard us. Poor thing.
Oh,
She's
breaks my
normally got
heart.
such a bubbly Disney voice. Sad. Sad to hear she's not feeling well. You know, but that's how the community takes care of each other. Like, none of us have even really physically met. I mean, I met a couple people on the ship night, the night shift army, but like, it's about it. And everyone's just taking care of each other. It's really fucking nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys.
I've never seen anything like it before. It's really cool. It's really helped like restore my faith in humanity. Like, that's why I wasn't like coming up, and so I was just dipping out on social media for the last 4 years, just kind of like hiding. And that was like, this is all the spaces has really restored my faith in humanity, because I'm like, oh, because like when I had a bunch of Vine followers, like I put my music out and like they didn't really give a shit, and I was like so offended and hurt. I was just like, really, you know what I mean? Like, and they're just like, make more comedy videos, make more, and I'm like, and as I was doing that stuff, they were like, when are you making music? And so then I made the music, and they didn't even, you know, they were bugging me for it, and they didn't even appreciate it. So I was just like, kind of like, yeah, fuck you guys, and then just stopped posting on social media. I was like really offended, you know, because like I'm so sensitive, not sensitive. I was sensitive at the time, but I care so much about music. It's why it's a thing I've never done for my profession. You know, I make films and commercials for a living. Like, that's how I get paid. So I don't get paid for my music, and so that's why I'm like held all my songs back. And now that Web3 is a thing, I'm like, oh, I could actually get paid for my music and put it out on platforms that are like, you know, actually going to pay me like $1 a stream versus 0.00004.
What are you most proud of with your work so far?
In terms of what I've put out so far, like in my film career?
Yeah.
Probably my show Shifty. It was called Super Happy Fun Time Yay, and it was the first show with featuring Viners, the first and last, the only show ever, I guess, to feature them, because everything kind of shut down. But like, the idea was like Saturday Night Live. It was going to be Saturday Night Live, and every year there was going to be a new cast versus like no holdovers. Like, every year is a totally new cast, because in the social media world, it's like this year's hot. You know, it kids are not it next year. A lot of them quit or move on to other things. You know, so it was like all these kids, as we were shooting the show, were already getting like, you know, movie deals and signed to UTA and CAA. So like I got them right before they all had agents. So like I was able to get all the contracts signed. You know. One of them had an agent and that liked me, so it was fine. But like the rest of them, like I got them right before they had agents, and they all got agents from the show, and you know, got representation, and it's, you know, got IMDb channels and got paid. I paid them all $3,000 a month for 3 months.
Man, I like that though. Like to cycle every season, to cycle
Yeah,
out.
I
Yeah,
still want to,
man.
you know, keep doing it. It's just like, so the show, I got $250,000 to do it from Endemol. Do you know the company Endemol? So the Endemol is like one of the biggest production companies in the world. They were like the Disney of Europe, and it's funny because Disney just bought them, so now they actually just are the Disney of Europe.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like now they literally, so they produce like Wipeout, the Steve Harvey Show, Deal or No Deal, like a lot of that shit, like a lot of TV, ton of TV, Peaky Blinders, you know, ton of shit. So they had started a new digital chapter called Endemol Beyond, and they gave us $250,000. I knew the guy who was running the content department there, and he brought me in, and he was an actor, and he didn't really necessarily know how to build like a team, and so he brought me in, and I just built the team for him, and like did it all for free too. I wasn't even getting paid, so I was working in Endemol every day. But the perk was like he had a company card, and we ate at Soho House every day, and Nobu. So I got to eat like Wagyu beef. That's like, $16 every day for lunch, to where I got sick of Wagyu beef, like for a while. Like so that was the perk. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting paid, but like lunch is awesome. In the middle of the day, there's no one there, and we're just hanging. And I met a lot of really cool people. Like I was taking meetings with everyone from YouTube. So like, any YouTuber I've met, and like they would come into a boardroom, and he would be like, leave and go take a call, and I would just listen to them. And so I was kind of like him. I was like his VP, right, of content. And so from that, he never paid me, and so I was like, I need to get paid somehow. He's like, we're going to greenlight your show. So they greenlit my show, right? And so they gave us $250,000, and I got these influencers who were working at Subway. I got them $9,000 suddenly over the course of 3 months, and they were able to like live and go get an apartment and move out of their parents' house. I had their parents like sending me texts being like, thank you so much. So like, and that's what I'm most proud of, because it hit all my things. It was sketch comedy. It was giving artists a way to make money. It was
Man,
giving
I can
people a
only
chance,
imagine the feeling of that.
And it was cool because it was like we were walking into the traditional world, and like trying to get on TV through that, and they were like, that was like the whole plan, Yeah. So then but the problem was they didn't understand the marketing of the show and the concept. So we had 48 episodes, and we put them all. We wanted to like throughout the year spatter them out, and do maybe like one episode.
Did you have to sit in like meetings for that?
Yeah, there's a lot of meetings in that world. I go by the Mark Cuban approach of like, don't do meetings, because like meetings are a waste of time.
Yeah,
like they should be done like 5 or 15 minutes. Like they're called standing meetings, where you like, if you can't do it while you're standing up the whole time in the hallway, then it's a waste of time.
Yeah, you got to do it, but it's hard to like put forward your vision for, like,
yeah, I mean that one was fun too, because I got to write like
managers
sketches, and got to like write a lot and just make, and all that content is now like, it's just sitting there, and I've been repurposing it and cutting it together into new shows and stuff, because like as a cinematographer, I still own the original pieces. I'm not like exhibiting the actual end result, but I'm taking a lot of the footage of the sketches and some of my vines and some of my Instagram stuff, and I made a new show called CCTV, because my name's Christiano Covino, so CCTV. And CCTV is like Adult Swim, or like Robot Chicken. So it's like every like minute,
nice,
and like a new thing.
I love that show.
Sometimes every 30 seconds, sometimes every 5 seconds. It's like, it's very chaotic. It's for like the ADD generation, where it's like you're watching the sketch, and it's like, and you're watching something else. It's a quick joke, and then that one's done, and then you're on a new thing.
Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots yet?
Yeah, I love Death and Robots.
Oh man,
so like
that's blowing my mind lately. I just
started
watching it.
Dope.
2 days ago.
Season 3 was insane.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
So good, dude. Check out, just drop. What's up, Red Band? We're doing expert advice. Red Band's got his hand up.
And we will not redact.
What's up, Red Man?
Text them.
Text who?
The meetings. I don't see a point in them. Just text.
Oh yeah,
them.
exactly. Just like this could have been a text. That's what I would tell people. I was like, could have been an email, and I walk away.
Yeah, I don't see the point in
no lie.
I don't see the point in putting on your best clothes, putting on your best speaking voice, only to be stuck in a room for 15 minutes talking about what gum flavor you want to sell next.
It's so dumb, man. It's so stupid.
Straight up. How'd you know I worked with Trident?
I didn't.
Really? You just
How influential are you?
That was my biggest client, was Trident. I killed it for them.
Huh.
Yeah, I got them on Vine, and I made them the #1 brand on Vine in like 3 months.
Are you a normal person?
No, bro, I'm not normal at all. I told you, like, my memoirs is going to be called "You'd Never Believe Me," because no one is fucking believes the stories.
I'm going to listen to these recordings because as a storyteller, my field does not exactly look the best upon, so I probably need some of this advice.
Of course. I mean, you ever seen the movie Big Fish?
Not really. I saw Shark Tales.
Theta, what about you? You seen it?
Wasn't Danny DeVito in there?
Yeah, it's like Danny. It's it's what's his name is the lead? Ewan McGregor. And it's a Tim Burton movie. And Danny DeVito is in it. He's like the carnival barker. He like runs the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. And he's also a werewolf. He's secretly a dog and a werewolf in that movie.
Is he?
Like, yeah, it's crazy.
It's been a long time since I
saw
it.
Dude, it's crazy. It's like this dude just decides he wants to leave his small town. He's like, I'd rather be, he wants to be a big fish. Like he's like a goldfish. If you left in a small bowl, will only grow, to one size. But if brought to a bigger container, it can grow like 10 times its size, And so he took that as a metaphor to be like, I got to get out of the small town and go explore the world. So he goes on this crazy adventure, and it's like so elaborate, and there's magical stuff happening throughout the whole thing. And the idea is that it's being told by like him as an old man, so it's all exaggerated, and you don't know what's true or what's not, but it's like all magical and mystical and crazy,
Yep.
So it's gonna be, by the time an old man, the stories are gonna get embellished. But as of right now, I'm like, everything's recorded and everything's like cross-referenced, and I want to make sure that if people hear me, that they're like I worked on that project and he is telling the truth. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't lie. I have a really crazy life because I don't
well, they better hear you.
I walk right up to
them. They hear your voice.
I found the cure for cancer.
And hear you. They will know.
What's the cure for cancer?
Well, that was quick. Well, it's more of a theory, if anything, but it should work. But it should work given it's done right and not in the middle of someone's incompetence. So you know how cancer is mainly caused by tumors, right?
Yes.
And tumors are just conglomerates of a bunch of dead cells, right?
Yes.
Well, what if, in theory, you could stop dead cells from clumping together, or if you could stop your cells from dying altogether?
Mm-hmm. In theory, yes, that would stop cancer.
Yeah. So I figured out that. I forget what it's called, but there is a disease or a virus that is capable of deteriorating human cells to an extent. So, if measured in the right amounts, I believe that if injected into the human body and properly monitored, could dissolve the cancer cells just enough for them to not become harmful, or even completely erase them out of the human body.
I mean, I think what you're saying is spot on, and all the cancer treatments that are the groundbreaking ones right now, because it's something that I really keep my eye on, because I just know a lot of cancer survivors.
I almost lost my mom to cancer a couple years back.
There you go. So you do as well. And so I think everyone around us, we all have someone close that was affected by cancer. So I think a lot of the treatments, even whether it's laser, whether it's like radiation, sound, I don't fuck with radiation, but like sound is one of the ones that they're fucking with too, where
sound is my element.
For the same reason. They're using sound to break up and find the resonant frequency of those dead cells and cause them to move apart so that they can be surrounded by white blood cell globules and actually digested and killed. And so that is huge. And also they found ways to help increase T cells and things like that, which is going to help a ton. So I mean, we are in the golden age of medical advancement right now, in terms of medical tech, because it's just technology and the medical field have finally merged. So the advancements they're going to see they're saying that we are the generation that's going to be 150 from all these advancements.
Just to relate.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pops is in skilled nursing right now with. Well, he's in what do you call it? You don't have cancer anymore. Anyway, he got diagnosed with cancer.
I was on mute.
Yeah, remission. Yeah. Remission. Yeah. So, but yeah, just to relate.
I was on mute being like, remission. It's remission. Straight up. Sigmatic, did you want to join in? What's happening? I would love to know what's your project. If you need any advice, let me know.
What's up? Sorry, I saw a formula actually here. I joined. I'm actually working right now, just listening to you guys. Fun listening to you.
I'm going to be doing this every day with Brad. He just jumped out, but if you ever need any expert advice, bro, come back. You know, I'm here for you.
Roger that, mate. Roger that. Thanks.
Of course, brother. I've been really loving doing the show, and it's been great. Because every day it's going to be a different group of people who have different advice, need different advice, different things, and then giving people advice helps me think about my own projects, you know. And it's like you can't see your own nose. I always say you can't see your own nose.
It's a creative insight, right?
Yeah, like I don't trust my brain because I can't see my own nose, and that's fucked up. And as soon as someone told me that, it messed with me for the rest of my life. And I'm like, but where is it though? If I close one eye, I can see it. If I close the other eye, I can see it. Open both eyes, where did it go?
Whoa,
bro, I don't trust my brain. You understand? Like your brain literally deletes your nose off your face. So why wouldn't it like have blind spots? It creates a blind spot right in front of you all the time.
Yeah, because
So
you've had your brain your whole life. So
yeah. So
yeah,
your
you
project,
need
same thing. Like,
right.
why would you not have blind spots in your project? It's like you built it. So you're going to build it around your brain, but then you bring someone else's brain. And maybe the way their brain works fills in that missing hole where you didn't even think about that part of your project, you know? And like, so I have someone come in for advice and they're only thinking about, you know, this part of the project that I'm not even thinking about. And they're like, I'm just so focused on that. And I'm like, well, give me more info. Why are you so focused on, let's say, direct email marketing? Perfect example. I don't give a shit about direct email marketing. And I have someone else go, I need advice with my direct email marketing campaign. And I go, okay, well, this is going to be interesting.
Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, but I'll just be like, this is going to be interesting because like I don't know anything about this, or I don't really care to learn anything about this because I don't think email marketing is what I want to do, right? And then they go, yeah, well, I do it because of this, and now all of a sudden at the end of the day, I'm converted. And then I tell them about all the other parts that they should be doing besides just email marketing, and they're like, I didn't even know about Twitter Spaces or like TikTok or whatever. I tell them about TikTok, and they tell me about email, and now suddenly we're both stronger, right?
Yep, you match it together, and something beautiful comes out of it, right?
Iron sharpens iron. I mean, dude, my fucking freestyles have gotten insane over the last 2 weeks. Like yesterday, I was putting some of the best stuff down I've ever put down, and that's because for the last 2 weeks I've been every day, twice a day, like in battles in here, in rap battles and like in cipher rooms, just going.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, it's like that, huh? You get better fast if you're around people who are really good. Yeah, dude. If someone jumps up and they're really good, when Zolo spits, I'm like, all right. I like straighten up. I light a joint. I'm like, we're doing this. We got to like put on our A game.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's spitters in this room. You got to like not, you know, get laughed off the stage.
Do you produce your own music, Cristiano?
I do. I produce all my own stuff, but it's been so nice because like I don't have to do that as much because now I have all these producers around here that like put out stuff that I'm like, I could have never made a song like that because my brain doesn't work like that. But then I play them my beats and they're like, I could have never made a song like that. So it's like it's so cool, and I'm so happy to like. I leave a third verse on all my songs. I only write 2 verses ever, but I do 3 verses and a bridge in the music. So like on purpose. So like everything I've ever written has like spots for other people to come on. You know what I mean? So it's like if people are like, I really fuck with that song, I'm like, dude, be the feature. Come on, I love your work. I love your stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy because like sometimes you write a song and then you are open for other people to like to do whatever they're feeling.
Like, I want to hear how they rip it apart. You know?
Yeah, and it's just like changes. You're like, wait a minute, I never thought you can add that to my
dude
song.
Formula. You just gave me a fucking idea, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. You just gave me an idea. Like, what about remixing?
Yeah,
what about like the NFT culture and then remixing, and like if you want to remix it, you minted it now. It's your NFT with your remix on it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, you know, I try to do an experiment where I said, hey, look, I'm gonna come out with a riff, and then everyone takes that riff home and then brings back something to add to it. And I was like, see what kind of song comes out. But then you have people that are not that creative, or they're like they don't do their homework, and it's like, oh man. But if you get like bright people to that they're in the same space and your same thoughts, or they have their own, but they're very creative as well as you, and you tell them, dude, here's a riff, like let's see what comes out. You'd be amazed, man, all the talent out there.
Well, there's technologies for that too now, because like even if like for example they're not that literate, or they don't want to like put it down on Logic and do their homework, right? You could just be like, let's do it on TikTok, and that's what I love about TikTok is people like stacking tracks. You can be like, here's my riff, and then like send it to me, and I'll be like, cool, I'll go play drums to it really quick on TikTok and post that. Now it looks really cool because it looks like I played drums to a collaborative track, and people are like, oh, he's making a collaborative thing. And then we send it to my other friend, and he does like piano or vocals, and then I come back and rap on it. So that's one thing I do like about TikTok is that ability to like duet is the coolest feature. That duetting feature is like so dope. You know, and that's what's really cool, because being able to, like, I can play your guitar riff, you know, as soon as I hit record, it's playing your guitar riff as it's recording. So that technology is like really dope for that. So then I can just be playing drums with it in my headset and, like, you know, see you playing guitar and like sync it up.
Like, all right, now I gotta start a TikTok because I don't have one yet.
What I'm saying, because like fuck it, even without being posted and anyone seeing it, just like it's just to get the video.
You're the first one that told.
Like just to get the content, you know, just to get the piece of video that's done and the finished audio file, and then like download it and mint it as an NFT, like just like the audio or whatever, and just fucking throw the video away if you want, or just put the video or do the video as well and mint that as an NFT. But like with TikTok, it gives you the TikTok watermarks, which is annoying. So,
oh fuck, no wonder. No, that explains a lot. I did not know that.
The fucking watermarks are the worst.
Question?
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to use a sub bot?
You don't know how to use sub bot? No.
No bots.
Is that a Twitter following bot?
What?
Is it a Twitter following bot?
No, a sub bot is a, well, you know what? Never mind. This was a joke anyway, but I want to see how you guys would react to me asking that. But
well, we don't even know what sub bot is, so
a sub bot is a subscriber bot thing. Basically, it hacks into the algorithm that registers subs and then just gives you a crap ton of them.
What, on YouTube?
Yeah.
How is that still a thing? That's like 2006 shit.
Well, because YouTube is too lazy and is convinced their product is perfect, so they don't want to change it. Except
so like Black Hat World has now just gotten after them?
Disabling many players or stopping people from cussing. Even
Redman, do you hang out on the Black Hat World forums?
Black Hat World forums? I don't think I do, but if you mean I stay informed about the world around me, I do have a tendency to hear a bit of information.
No, the Black Hat World forums are a bunch of social media hackers who have forums, and so they'll create bots and they'll create different like tools and things, or share like who has the different tools to do stuff, you know. So black hat in hacking means like someone who hacks for nefarious purposes, as opposed to a white hat, which is someone who builds firewalls and protects against nefarious hacking and DDoS attacks. It comes from the white and black hats worn in.
Yeah, I'm quite aware of the hat.
It comes, the white and black hats worn in cowboy movies.
I'm more of a gray hat myself, even though I don't have that much experience with hacking.
That's the middle way, bro.
But I'm only a gray hat because I do funny things.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like there's for example, a gray hat who hacked. I think he stole like shit ton of Bored Apes and just gave them back. Like, and was like, just be more careful next time.
Yep.
You know, like thank God it was him. That's a white hat. That's not even a gray hat. That's a white hat. That's like I hacked you and then like fixed the firewall and then like.
Didn't that happen also to I think it was
Ronin?
That one of the exchanges.
Axie Infinity?
No,
guys.
So I have a question. Maybe?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it did though. It happened to another. It happened like twice recently. Like it just happened with Seth Green's Bored Ape. Like the dude gave it back.
Oh really, Seth Green?
Dude, Seth Green lost his fucking Bored Ape. That was the star of his show, and he didn't tell anyone it was the star of his show until after he got it back, because he was like, they would have raised the price.
Wow.
So he was just like, yeah, I just want my Bored Ape back, and was like, it's no big deal, and then like bought it back from the dude, and then he was like,
what, he got it back?
That was the lead of my show.
He got it back?
He got it back, yeah.
Fuck. That's a surprise.
Isn't that great? That's really good.
By the way,
that looks really good for us, by the way, because Variety
there are some good
going to write an article
about
that, man. And that's going to look really good for the community.
It's like those hackers that hack into your fucking your voice activated speaker. What is it? In your house.
Yeah, Alexa.
And they're like, hey, just so you know,
yeah, like hi.
Yeah.
So you know, I can watch your child right now, so you should probably throw this thing out.
Right. Might want to just turn off your camera in your bedroom or close your windows. There's someone out front, by the way.
That's how Pete Townsend got in trouble. He was like on the internet, and he was like doing research for like a project of his. He was like writing. He's been abused as a kid, so he was like writing about like abuse as like a young boy, and so he was doing research on that, right? So he was like abuse like boys, you know what I mean? Like not realizing the internet was. He's like an old man from like the 60s. And then like his website comes up and he's like, what the fuck? And so he like calls the police You know what I mean? And he like calls the authorities and like
that is crazy.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are you doing on this website?" And he's like, "What do you mean? What is this website doing here?" And they're like, "What are you doing on it?" He's like, "I typed in like abuse and bullying."
Doing
Like,
research.
why are you doing that? He's like, "I'm writing a book." Yeah, and he's like, "Why is the internet like this?" And they're like, "We don't know. Why are you like this?" He's like, "What do you mean?" And so in England, like if you even go up for like investigation, the tabloids just they drug him through the mud, and that shit stuck. And now people think he's a pedophile for the rest of his life. And he's like, "No,
Red, put your hand down, dude."
Yeah, they went to his house and they seized like 12 computers, and like none of them had anything on it. Like none of them had any child porn, and so he was totally exonerated. But then for the rest of his life, people were like, when the Who played the Super Bowl, there was like protesters outside being like, "He abuses children." And I'm like, bro, that dude was the victim of abuse. His grandma used to like let people come in his room at night. Like I was like, he's a victim of abuse, and you're out here protesting.
I bet those people feel stupid now.
No, they don't. They're assholes, and they still think that he's an abuser. I heard people at the Who concert being like, "Yeah, he's great, except he's a fucking pedophile." I was like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
There's a simple way to answer all of this.
How?
Fuck humanity.
That is not the answer.
No.
Okay, scratch that. Fuck people who think like that.
Sure.
I think the problem is that people don't do the research. People they don't care about doing the research. They just want to be assholes.
That's where cancer culture, basically, but cancel culture
comes I like to call that response the
AKA cancel culture.
First hear, then act, rather than listen and react, you hear and then act. And that, unless you say hearing and then acting, is not a good idea.
Well, the good news is, Lulu, that eventually everyone will be famous. Everyone will have their 50 minutes, and that means everyone will get canceled. Everyone will have their turn being canceled, and then we'll be done canceling each other. Everyone will know how it feels and be like, "That was the worst feeling ever." Being like,
"Yeah, if you're not being canceled, you're not doing it right."
If you're not getting canceled,
I hope I don't get canceled. With the field I work in, or the field I'm trying to work in, if I get canceled, it's basically my career, because my career literally relies on other people.
That's the definition of being canceled, Red Man. It's literally your career. They take your career. Like Johnny Depp just lost his career for nothing, for being like, basically for putting up with too much shit and not walking away way fucking sooner. So yes, he did deserve it. He shouldn't have put up with shit for so long, I guess.
At this point, I won't be surprised you could get canceled for not flushing a toilet in a public restroom.
Bro, you're right. That's where we're at.
Bingo.
So it's like fucking TMZ rolls into the bathroom.
People are fucking stupid.
Like, he left a dookie! They start running after you. Sir, tell us why you're an awful human being.
But I poop, don't you?
People poop. It's like, sir, some of us have the
cannot
decency to hide our
poop.
Shame.
People all create waste product. We all create waste product.
People love to shame, and
it's
everything
a public
that we're getting canceled
that
for.
Shit's gonna be dirty anyway. There's probably more shit in the other stall next to me.
Here's the thing. I'll tell you the true part of it is the people who want to cancel people, especially for like racial stuff, are the most racist people on the planet. They were the most racist people on the planet, because someone that would assume something that I said is racist, and like racist people only hear racist shit. It's just the perspective. So if you're racist, like you're gonna hear me say, if I say like, yeah, my black friend, like that's how I've always referred to my friends who are black. But if you're a racist person, you're gonna be like, you can't say black. It's like, what? It's like, you have to say African American. But I'm like, that person's from Jamaica. What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, but like you can't say that. They don't like to. And I'm like, you're the only one sitting here and speaking for black people. You know, like you're sitting here speaking for black people and calling them a monolith and saying they don't like. One of us is racist, and it's not the one you think. You know, like
I heard a black comedian said once, it's like, I don't want to say the N-word because some people might get offended, especially white people. The white people in the audience, they're the ones that get offended.
The white people might get offended.
The people who
that's no lie right there.
How ironic is that the people who caused racism to come into the world are. How is it that the people who originally caused racism to come into the world somehow have a very strong opinion about sometimes, and then say fuck it other times?
It's called white guilt, my friend. White guilt is the most strongest, powerful force in the world today.
It's true. That's fucking stupid.
White guilt makes the world go round right about now. You know?
No, money does. and friendship.
I'm just saying. So it's not, and the thing about white guilt is it's like it's just as bad as colonialism. It's like because it forces white people to think that they're the center of the story, called like racism, or called like black
Isn't that
people's
just
feelings,
racism with
or
extra
called
steps?
like brown people's feelings, or called like, you know, like anyone else's feelings, and then it's a bunch of white people on the news talking about like how Asian people feel about Asian hate, or how black people feel about like George Floyd. It's just like the whole concept is racist. To talk for any fucking culture, even if you were a black person speaking for all black people, that's insane. It's like you're not a monolith. I can't speak for all Italians. I don't try to. Like I can't, by definition, you know. So even that is just, it's arrogant and egotistical when people get into this game of going,
Can you
everyone thinks
mute
this
the?
or everyone thinks that, because the truth is, I have met everyone of a lot of different races and religions and creeds and beliefs, and there is no one-to-one comparison. I make patterns in my brain. I try to make, you know, alignments, and there are no patterns. It's not like all black people think this way or all Asian people think this. It's not a thing. So there is no like commonality that you can say all black people are like this, or all Asian people. You can get to certain stereotypes, and you can be a good stand-up comedian if you can be like, hey, you know what I noticed? Like when you tell a joke, like black people run away. Like, what's that about? And like that's funny because it's like that is a commonality between enough people that it's like, hey, what is that about? And I've heard stand-up comedians do that, and then they go into this deep thing about how it's like it was such a good joke. They were like, during the slavery times, it wasn't okay to laugh. So it was like a behavior that was like genetically conditioned to be like when someone told a joke to like run and hide and like laugh like quietly. And I was like, bro, you just brought it there, man. And he was like, yeah. And but like it was done in a comedic way that he took you on a story through history, and that's what I love to do, as well as explore the history of racism and where we came from. Because if we
That's
don't
something I would
know,
like to get better at, is telling the story.
dude, any advice you need? So like, do you like to do stand up?
No.
No, but just telling the story in general.
But yeah, I mean, like if I could be around a campfire and tell a good story, like that kind of thing, or just in general, like being in company of friends and
Well, I would say always
describing.
work backwards in terms of when you're telling a story. Like know what your punchline is going to be, and then work backwards. Like what's the bare minimum of information you need to get to that, and then what do you need to get to that, and what do you need to get to that, and that'll help you like refine it. So when you tell it straightforward, it'll feel like it's on rails, and people will be like, "You're a really good storyteller." Because like
Yeah,
a lot of people sometimes, I used to do it. I would
some people
confuse
just
people.
naturals though, man. Like it just flows
I
out of you.
worked at it a long time because I used to come at people with the punchline first, and then be like, what? You know, like I would come out and be like all people are insane. And they'd be like, what? And then I would be like, well, you see, like, okay, so you know how when people, so, you know what I mean?
It's
It's
like
backwards.
Chappelle telling a story about kicking somebody in the pussy.
Yeah, I mean, like he was able to tell you and be like, I'm going to tell you the punchline, like, you know, kick right in the pussy. But then the cool thing about that bit is that when he goes into the story, you think that he moved on from that joke, so you're like, all right, whatever. And so he's going into the story, right? So he's like, so anyway, so I was at this thing, and like he starts into the story, and so, but that story is so well crafted because he's just like, he's getting you from like this happened. So with South Park, will give you some great advice. So this is South Park, the way they write. They only work with so they say something happens, like this is the situation. Like the boys are sitting at the bus stop, and then this happens.
I
And
fucking
so
hate Cartman.
and so this happens, right? So it's and then and so. So the boys are sitting at the bus stop, and then Cartman punches Kyle, and so
He's
Kyle, you know, says,
fucking
"I don't want to be friends with
racist.
you anymore." Sure, but hold on, let me just get to the thing. So it's like they use those and then and so's, and they just keep going. So it's like so Kyle leaves, and then you know Cartman does this, and so it's like every action at the end of your scene or part of your story sets the reason and the condition for the next one. You know, so it's almost like a computer program, if you will. Like a story is set up like an if then. You know, if this happens, then that happens, kind of thing. And so that helps people follow it logically, and then that'll help you also get rid of all the extraneous details you don't need. You know.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people tell a story and they'll go through and they'll be like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. You need to know this," and they go back.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
It's
like
all
just
choppy.
yeah. So it's just like knowing the story, like what the crucial information is, and just being like, and then this part, and then this part, and then that happened, and then that happened. And even if you
Speaking of
just tell it
stories,
in
did I
a
ever
way
tell you
that's
about the racist who tried to? Sorry.
Good.
Oh, my racist friend tried to kill me.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, so my friend's friend, so my friends by proxy, because I would never be friends with a fucking racist. Sorry about my foul mouth, but keep in mind this pissed me off when it happened.
There's expert advice in here somewhere.
So my friend's friend decides to be racist and say dumb shit to me about my sister, about my mother, about my dead cousin, about just a bunch of bullshits, right? Shit that he doesn't even know about, and shit he's not even supposed to know about. Shit he's not allowed to say.
Sure.
Then he repeatedly called me the N word, Then he repeatedly called me the N word, both the ER version and the A version.
And you put the hard R on it.
And so, you know what? I decide to beat his ass.
That's fair.
And
I mean, violence is never the answer, but like, you know, I understand emotionally if someone is, you know, dropping the N word with the hard R.
So I decided to beat his ass. Sorry for talking over you.
In a provoking way.
I decided to beat his ass. So you know how it goes. A quick 1-2 to the face, and this guy is trying to hit me, but this guy, he's heavy set. Like, I make fun of heavy set people often, but when I said this guy looked like a blob of gelatin being thrown at a wall whenever he threw a punch, I mean he looked like a blob of gelatin thrown at a wall. He was squishing, he was squashing, right? He was jiggling.
Redman, you won.
Yes, I won.
That's all that matters, baby. We
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make this the grain because I fucking hate that guy. But anyway, but I'm not done with him because he says he wants to continue to fight, but he's going to get some water. And I'm like, all right, it's not going to change the outcome, asshole. And out he comes with this big ass Boy Scout knife.
Yeah.
And he tries to fucking stab me.
Yes, this is like storytelling. I'm like, get to the knife faster. Storytelling advice. Get to the knife faster. Mention the knife. No, I'm just telling you how to tell the story. But I'm giving you story advice right now. So bring the knife in. So it's called Chekhov's gun. So Chekhov's gun is a storytelling device. It's a literary device. So Chekhov's gun means if you show a gun, you have to use it, right? It's a thing in a movie, right? If you don't just show a gun and never use it. So if you see a gun in a movie, someone's getting shot, right? If you see a knife in a movie, someone's getting stabbed. So if you set up in your story, like, did I ever tell you about the time I almost got stabbed by a racist? And it's like, well, that's a better title, right? That's a better hook. And now you know there's a knife, right? So as you're telling the first part of the story, you're like, where's the knife? Where's the knife? They're looking for the knife. And you're like, he's dead. And then he comes back out and they're like, oh, there's the knife. Okay, cool. So he tries to stab you. And then he stabbed you and you died. And now you're dead.
What happened, Red? Come on.
He died. That's how he tells the story. He tells the first part of the story and the knife comes out and then he's like, bye. And that's called suspense, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the last bit of expert advice on the stream. How to build success. Redman will finish the story next time, and you'll have to tune in till next time to find out if Redman got stabbed to death or not by the knife. And that's called marketing, ladies and gentlemen, also known as cliffhangers. So we'll end this exactly at the 6:30. It'll be perfect. It's been amazing. It's been a 2.5-hour stream. Next time we'll try to keep it to 2 hours. I'm gonna make a little flyer and I'll market this and I'll try not to lose my co-host next time. And dude, thank you Theta for coming. Thank you Formula for coming. Thank you Lulu for coming. Thank you Redman for coming.
Always, brother.
Bro, I appreciate it so much. And anyone else who was here, thank you so much for coming. Anyone else who was listening, who stopped by. We're going to do this every day. Expert advice with Christiano and Brad, music NFTs. Get that money. Let's keep building. Let's follow each other.
Sorry for dragging out that story for too long, by the way.
No, you got to finish it tomorrow.
Right.
That's the best part. Don't finish the story. I want to ask you tomorrow, like, you got to tell me what happened with that knife. I'm going to need to know by tomorrow. It's going to be great. So we're going to do a little test on this. Maybe we'll start doing that. We'll start telling halves of stories at the end of the.
Speaking of telling halves of stories,
No. You did your half of the story. You got to save it till next time.
No, I wasn't talking about that.
You got to save it till next time. Hold on, because I'm gonna sign off. You want to say anything before you go? But no stories. But one last thing.
No, I was just saying that I did a stream earlier where I was reading and I have to finish the book now. That's why I just remembered. You just reminded me of that.
Well, perfect. Everyone, Redman, you've been awesome. Thank you so much. Lulu, anything you want to say before we go?
You have a good one and be safe out there.
You're all superstars and you'll all be successful one day. Just believe in yourself.
Straight up. Formula 69, anything you want to say?
100.
Formula 69, anything you want to add? I think he's away from AFK. All right, Theta, you get the last word.
Love your loved ones.
Love your loved ones. Expert
Love
advice.
your loved ones.
That's the final word. Expert advice. Love y'all.
Love you. Later.